Jesse just goes on a rant.
I have bad hearing.
And he has critiques about sound design and TV shows.
Yeah, because it's all stupid. It all sucks.
It is. It is sucks. And that's the high.
Did you know that that's actually can be a registered like learning disability if you have issues hearing because no subtitle like you just have issue. It's an audio
processing issue.
Problem.
That's what I have. I know that I have that.
You could actually you can get ADA accommodations at your school for it.
Fuck! I wish I still
I don't
went
even
to
know
school.
how I would go about that.
You gotta go to student services, disability services, and you can say like basically
and they have to believe you.
Well, you have to go. You have to have the doctor tell you like, yeah, you have an audio processing disorder or some sort of inability to process audio, and you can just talk to your doctor about this is a problem that I just have, and they may send you like to an ear person to get a hearing test, so that way you can press the button and they can. And then you press it when you don't hear anything, but you're not sure, so you just still press it a whole bunch of times, that thing. And then basically if you get that information, you can go to disability services, and what they do usually is they give you a microphone and headphones. So you give the microphone to your teacher, right? Mm-hmm. And then you have the headphones.
Mm-hmm. Implying your teacher would not yell at you for being like that, so just throwing away the microphone.
So basically you'll be able to hear them louder in general, and that could help with your audio processing, because there might be that one person that's smacking their lips because they're eating lunch in class, and the other person is like crumpling some paper, because they're going through like, oh, let me
stop,
flip through,
I can't, no.
This is the worst thing though, is when you're in class and there's somebody like 45 feet away, but they have that exact tone of voice where it's like, going on. You could just hear it over absolutely fucking everything somehow. What?
Something about that bass boosted just
that's
mumbling.
The thing, yeah.
Yeah, anyway.
Don't worry, Julian, I understand.
Thank you.
My problem is I have to know bird calls, but I can't hear anything right.
Anyway, that's what you can do to make your life easier in college. Get an ADA accommodation. Colleges are required to do that.
I don't think the birds, though, will comply.
I don't think the birds will comply, but you could help. It could help you in your classroom environment.
You could attempt with the birds. Well, it's like too late now. Like, we're already halfway through the semester.
If you physically go back to school, you can preemptively get that done and get an accommodation, and it'll be helpful. Imagine getting an accommodation.
Imagine going to school.
I'm going back.
Well, that's your school's mistake.
Because you're a fucking sucker.
No, because Jesse has to teach.
I need money.
It's your school's mistake.
Jesse's a sucker. He got out just so he could get right back in.
That is true. I hated school so much, I went back.
I hated school so much I decided I have to run this shit now.
I gotta run it to make it work for me. It's still not great. I still feel like I have zero control. Anyway, let's go. Let's talk about. It's been a while.
Speaking of having zero control.
It's been a while since I could hold my head up high and see you guys, because I was not.
Another example of me not knowing the lyrics of something. I knew it's been a while. It smells good.
Yeah.
Pain.
To be fair, I don't know the
pain.
second part about it. I don't know the second part. Like, I know the first part, but I don't know the second part. Anyway, I know it's been a while, and then that's it. I haven't seen you guys because I was sick and I wasn't feeling good, and I thought Miss Rona came to visit. Turns out she didn't. I was just sick with something else. But it's okay. I'm better now. Whatever that means.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Is this a call for help? What's happening?
I'm physically better now.
Great.
Which means I can run this game. This game called Immortal Odyssey, a second edition sci-fi game where players play children of the gods, and they make mark their own paths towards godhood. There were some things that happened a while ago. It feels like a while ago because it was a while ago, and it's okay if you don't remember everything. I can help you along the way, but I'd like to do a quick recap to see if what we do remember is solid, you know. So and it's okay if you blend in the session before that too, because it kind of calls back, you know, it's part of a greater story, the story of
there's no escalators to godhood.
There are
a bunch of idiots trying their best.
Wiley can't lie.
That is
Is that the recap?
That's all that's what happened.
Is that the recap?
Well, we beat the shit out of a bunch of little fucking
Faye.
pixie sticks.
Yeah.
Wiley ate butterflies.
Wiley ate butterflies. Kiva, I think crushed one under her boot like a bug, like the ant that it is.
Yeah.
My horn went burr and scared a lot of people.
But yeah, and they just fucking dipped. So we killed a bunch of fairies, and that took about 2/3 of the session, because none of us didn't know how to fight anything good.
We still don't. It's okay. I'll figure it out.
It's fine. No, it's not you.
We'll figure it out. I guarantee you. Eventually,
we have to.
Legally.
At least by the time we stream on Onyx Path.
Yes.
We'll make it work. We'll make it work. We'll pretend that we know what we're doing.
And we took the ghost lady to go see her dead husband's grave, or memorial. We don't know if he's buried there. And then Jay took all the water. Well, he had already done this, where he kind of like splooged
while
away.
We were fighting, he was having a talk with the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah, he called on Husbando for a favor, and Husbando showed up. To which Jay got very excited to say, "Hey, we need this to happen, but I didn't want to just like do the thing that you have. So like, can you like help me out?" In
the godly equivalent of this meeting could have been an email.
Sad face.
No, he wanted to talk to him.
Yeah, say that.
But yeah, Jay did it in a very frenetic kind of way, and
concerning type of way.
Yeah, because Jay is virtuous. He is of the dominance virtue. I have to remember because it's been so long.
It's been a while.
And Suki was like, "You better talk to your bombs. That's why you have them." And Jay's like, "Great. Let's go meet everybody else because no one thinks that this is actually a thing." And he's like, "For real?" And Jay's like, "For real." So then he took him to go see everybody else. And then Johnny was like, "This is real?"
Why, hi, Mr. Moonman.
Hi, Mr. Moonman. I heard that you married my friend.
Wiley tried to howl at the moon, and he got bonked, and now he can't lie no more.
I think there was a bit more than talking to the moon.
I was just giving you that part.
I mean, it's true, but there was a reason why he bonked you. Because you weren't very, you
were harassing him.
You weren't very respectful.
Nope.
Jesse, do you want to talk about the thing that you mentioned to me in the car?
Oh yeah, I said I was talking about briefly when Suki did the thing to Wiley, specifically cursing him so that he cannot tell a lie in accordance to the moon phases. I said I really fucked myself with that because I didn't plan that. That just came out of pocket, you know. Like that was just like, here you go. I have to respond. You can't just let somebody just talk shit at you and not respond. So I was like,
well, it's okay. I didn't even plan for Wiley to talk to Suki.
Well, yeah, so equally so, I did not plan to respond in such a way, but Suki demanded it. Like, it was just like, I lost control of myself for a moment, and I decided this is the best thing to do without thinking, like, man, is this gonna fuck up my campaign later?
Oh, well.
Oh, well, I guess this is what
it's gonna get my character killed.
Anyway, I thought that was funny because Suki just...
It was good, though.
Something has to happen.
I think we did good with that one.
Something full moon.
Something full moon. If you check on the Conca, by the way, I did change the moon phase so that way it is reflective of... if you check...
I did update a moon phase.
Yeah, if you check the calendar...
Is it more moon?
Huh?
When's moon?
Is it extra moon now?
It should be.
So you said it was like what, 2 days away from being a full moon?
Yeah, something like that. Yes, it is.
Nice.
Yes, it is.
Oh, look at that.
Wiley's
moon.
time of the month is what you're saying.
What's the moon phase?
Today's the 30th?
So today's the 30th of May, and if you go into June, you'll see that the new moon is on the 2nd
Nice.
of June.
Oh, a new
Or
moon?
not the new moon, the full moon.
Oh, it says it.
New
Oh, yeah.
moon.
Yeah, it is a full moon.
Yeah, there you go. That was that. There was another god visited too, though, technically.
Oh,
Two
yeah,
did.
Starbucks. The Starbucks god.
2 gods visited.
Eva's mom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my
And then
Starbucks.
Starbucks man.
Starbucks, man.
Hermes.
Oh, that's right. I forgot it. That
Hermes
motherfucker
was there
there.
to help Johnny and Kiva be like, okay, let's take these dead people to
Here's
dead
here's a Spark Notes version of what you do when you deal with dead people.
Here, have some Shark Boy and Lava Girl 3D glasses.
Yeah, that's literally what it was. Yeah, we got funny
Yeah,
Doctor Who
really.
3D glasses that lets us see all the secret things, and we can take people to the crossroads, and they can go their own way, because we're not good enough to take them directly to hell. But that's fine. And Persephone was also like. Persephone was also like, and you know, is there anything you want me to do to help you here? And Kiva hemmed and hawed, and then eventually was like, no, I want to do it myself. I want to prove that I can. So the Titan Haven is gonna have to go on back order for a minute while I figure out how to cleanse the land.
We need several nymphs. That's all.
Technically,
that's all I know.
technically, the poison has been leached.
The poison is gone, but it's about cultivating the grass and the rebuilding of the shit and the whatever.
Purifying the land.
Yeah.
The land's purified. You just gotta make things
Right,
grow
we got
again.
funny poison crystals from Suki that we can use to upgrade our weapons.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then Wiley and Tsukiyomi
Now I'm
came
gonna
back.
get poison tip on my weapon.
Do it.
That's what I want.
Poison deep.
And then Wiley called Tsukiyomi an asshole, and then that's where we ended.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because Suki and Wiley came back to the main group at large, and Wiley decided that the first truthful thing that Wiley was inclined to say was, Jay, your husband's an asshole. And scene, let's go.
Huh.
I'm sorry, what? Jay like looks over at Wiley and then kind of looks back towards Tsukiyomi.
Bonked me on the head.
What's on his forehead and what did he do?
Riley, did you decide to fight a god already?
I didn't fight nobody. I was just talking.
Oh, I need to update his little card too. I forgot.
It's okay.
This little card has the.
Oh yeah, the card has the little
Fix it in post.
We'll fix it in post. It's fine.
the birthmark. But what did he do?
You know, he can actually say.
Jay like takes in like a half breath and then pivots back to look towards Wiley. What happened?
I was telling him I probably shouldn't be involved.
With what?
This. My dad don't like Titans.
Doesn't most of your pantheon not like Titans?
But then some of them are kind of it's, at least from what I've understood, it's kind of interesting.
And then Cuba's entire pantheon is Titans.
Just because your god doesn't like them, what, you shouldn't be involved?
I'm afraid he'll destroy it if he finds out what it is.
Well, if he'd like to start a war among the heavens, then I fucking well invite him to.
Don't get mad at me. This ain't my fault.
Jay looks back towards Suki. That wasn't an act of war, was it?
Legally binding. Was that an act of war?
He's like, hold on, honey. What happened?
I want to help. I do.
Wait, is Persephone still here?
No, because
she left.
She left
okay.
because she and Hermes are taking all the people to the crossroads.
Okay.
He kind of rubs at his forehead again. But I know he keeps an eye on me. So if he sees me building the sanctuary, Garden of Eden or whatever for Titans, I don't want him to ruin what you're doing.
Are you worried that he's going to come down and ruin it? That he's going to tell you to?
He's going to make me do it.
Make you? No one can make you do anything.
Well, it's either that or they could, like, take their powers away, yeah?
You can always find you a new godparent.
Oh, excuse me. Let me just have my mom change whatever happened to conceive me real quick. Let me go change that one.
You know, I think that there might be some kind of god of time somewhere.
I think that was
This ain't-
sarcasm.
Oh, I mean, that could work though, maybe. I mean,
I meant godparent as in going to find another god that would give you power. Regardless of that.
Or maybe we could convince, your godparent that maybe they can change their viewpoint on things. He blinks at that. He just looks back.
You can't get Ender to do a damn thing he don't want to.
I mean,
To be fair, you can't get most gods to do things that you want them to do.
Like you.
Jay blinks again at that.
Hugs on Suki's leash.
Right. Well, this is a problem, and you don't want to hurt Titans, right? Yeah. No.
It's starting to sound like it doesn't matter what he wants. That he might as well just do whatever Indra tells him.
You
Or will
see,
you choose to do something different?
I've
What
been
if we
compared
find a
to
way to, like...
wait, what?
Oh.
One more time, Wiley.
I am his lapdog. That's what my cousin said. Ender calls me his sharpest tool. Or something like that.
You see that
That's
the connotations
nice.
behind that is not great.
I never said it was. Just, you made me drunk.
I have an idea. What if we find a relic that will make you invisible to him, so he won't like come and like, talk to you about it?
Okay. Maybe. I think we have a lot to worry about with Kiva's stuff before we do that. I'm still worried about Hercules. Jay kind of like looks back towards Suki. Is there anyone in the kami that might want Wiley? Not you? He makes very adamant about that.
Honestly, I don't know.
Look, it's just a blessing in the first place that someone wanted me at all. Really, what the fuck?
Maybe if you do something legendary, whatever that may be, maybe somebody else might offer.
Yeah. That might work. kind of like doing kind of sort of what's expected of you, but also doing stuff that other people might notice you for.
Yeah, I don't think I want to.
Jay stares.
Well,
I mean, can't you try? I'm sure there's like plenty of gods that can take you. You're really good at shooting, for instance, hunting things.
Isn't
I
there an
don't fucking
actual
know.
coyote god out there?
All I know is I think Jasper might be right about gods being fucking aliens. You gave me some FBI fucking truth serum. Something.
He's not an alien. He like gestures back to his husband.
I mean, to be fair, he lives on the moon.
Sounds like a Martian to me.
I think legally he is an alien. Yes.
Wiley will kind of just rub at his eyes.
look,
My eyes can't change another time. It hurt.
look.
What if
Why not try and just come to terms with what is honestly bubbling up from inside of you and make a decision a little bit later?
Why are you trying to be nice to me?
I'm not sure if he is actually.
No.
Fake nice.
No, he said it was nice.
Fake nice.
Okay, now that's just kind of rude. Anyway,
And flicking me on the forehead wasn't?
I imagine that you're going to have a little bit of trouble with this, so let me give you a little hint. When the moon starts to wane, your honesty shall not remain.
You made me a truther?
I think I saw a movie about this once. Something about a pen.
I made it,
Fucking reference.
so
I was thinking about SpongeBob.
I made it so that you just need to be a little bit more honest and get used to being a little bit more honest instead of duplicitous like your parent. Come to terms with how you really feel about this situation. And
And whether or not that'll, You don't want to kill me, yeah?
Jay's now taking advantage of it.
Yeah.
What was that?
Immediately.
I don't want to kill you.
But he will if he's told.
Okay, now you hold your damn
She's gonna
horses
turn
there
around.
for a second.
She's leaving. She's
You
got
are
other shit to do right now.
extrapolating a whole lot of bullshit.
It'll get better once the moon starts to wane. Unfortunately, we're very close to the full moon, so it's going to be a little bit aggravating.
Guess I'll have to tie myself up in a closet like werewolves do or some shit.
No, we have to help Puck.
Or we could put duct tape over your mouth if you're worried.
That
Ooh,
might-
there's this wonderful show in Las Vegas called Tape Mouth.
Jay blinks.
What?
That's
I know,
very
Johnny
red.
also blinks.
Saw this on
Not
America's
knowing
Got Talent.
I don't think Johnny needs to know about that.
What?
Nope.
You watch America's Got Talent, you're a
Is that
fucking
real?
god?
Is that a real thing?
Yeah,
What?
I know exactly what he's talking about.
Johnny's just absolutely confused, looking around.
Do you
well,
watch,
innocent
do you watch
baby.
Wait, Suki, one more question. Do you watch America's Funniest Home Videos too?
Say yes.
He pauses to think.
I like Canada's funniest home videos better.
Okay. This is.
Either way, I have to return. I've given you all the poison that you can use, and
Cusco's poison.
Thank you.
The poison for Cusco.
Cusco's poison. The poison meant for Cusco is the
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
Thanks, Suki. I appreciate it.
And when you meet him, tell him that he made a good choice.
Can I roll something to try to figure out what he's talking about?
Sure. Yeah.
Fucking who?
What the
I'm
fresh
sorry.
hell is he talking about?
What is this Japanese
Laugh.
cryptic?
Crying laughter.
Laugh cry.
Is this an empathy?
It would have to be a mental skill plus your empathy, probably.
It sounds like
Sounds.
it's a deception check.
Empathy. Put yourself in the place of me.
3 successes.
Is that what I'm?
I'm seeing
Oh, wait.
0 successes.
Oh wait, no, yeah, you're right. I didn't.
And I'm seeing a botch.
Wait, no, it didn't. No,
You're rolling it wrong. So make
Anyways,
sure.
add something to the momentum pool.
Remember you use the. Did you use the roll thing?
Yeah, I did, and I think it.
It rolled the right number because it looks like it's rolling.
Let me double check.
Oh my god, my cursor's so big.
No, it rolled the right
So
amount.
you just
of
got two. You got no successes.
I botched because I got a 1.
Okay,
that.
so that's a botch. That means an extra die to the momentum pool. You have no
Oh, yeah.
idea what Suki is implying right here, but it seems like it's something that's going to happen later. But when?
Thank you. You made the right choice. Imagine like Jade's about to say who, and then I'm imagining husband was already gone by that point.
Yeah, it's something along those lines. Like you're just thinking like I don't understand what you just said, and then he's gone.
He didn't kiss me
Well, the
goodbye.
sun came up. And he turned to stone.
You showed up during my shift again.
I'm supposed to be up there, and you just see a dark spot in the sky.
The moon gone. Groom
Gone.
stole
The
it.
whole fucking moon.
It's okay. Changa was there to keep it intact.
Changa's there to kind of okay, I got it. I'm the only one that's
It's just the
doing
rabbit that's left.
It's just the rabbit, yeah.
There's just a big rabbit in the sky.
Okay. Where's Puck?
playing in the mud. I don't know.
No, that
Imagine
was
she has
him.
a stick drawing out plans.
He was asking that in out loud.
Out loud? Well, you
So
know.
then we could smash cut to Puck back in Hawaii eating stale French fries.
No, she came with us.
No, she went back because the fight took too long for her.
She's like, I'm done.
This is boring.
She
Richard,
spun her
stop.
tails and she flew back home.
Oh my
I finally watched the Sonic the Hedgehog movie and it fucking
did.
ruled.
It-
Erica
I can't-
hated
I
it.
can't-
I love
the
it.
reason
Really?
again the
Me too. I can't
reason
wait.
why that Sonic movie is good is because one, you expected it was going to be so much worse
Oh yeah.
because of the original Sonic design, and basically your brain was already prepped for like the shittiest Sonic movie ever.
I mean,
It's
any
still
a video game to movie has been shit.
It's
Oh,
That was
yeah.
actually
still,
pretty good.
it's still a shitty movie. It's
Yes.
still a shitty movie, but knowing that it could have been worse makes you think that it's a better movie than it actually is.
Yes.
That's
True.
that's what's happening there.
The only thing that makes it better is what's his face? Why am I forgetting his name?
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey in that last
You stole the show.
moment was like,
carried it.
okay, yes, I could see him in the sequel. It's gonna be great.
He was eating the fuck out of the scenery in that movie.
Oh yeah.
He was
He
having
carried.
He was 100% there for the Sonic
All the
movie.
gay
It was
subtext
so
I
good.
love too.
Anyway, this is I'm gonna show it to you.
Oh, this is not Immortal Odyssey anymore. This is our Sonic talk.
This is our Sonic
Welcome to
talk,
our
everybody.
Sonic podcast.
Oh no, please don't do the thing that I think you're gonna do. Yeah, you're gonna do
We'll get Giz in for their expertise.
that. Yeah, my Roll20 crashed again.
Oh
Damn,
no.
roll 20.
Well, like Roll20 for some reason, every time I use it,
Uh-oh, Jesse turned blue like Sonic.
Oh shit! Here we
Yeah.
go.
Jesse needs more. Well, hold on. I gotta turn on more light.
the problem is that every so often Roll20 decides it doesn't want to roll, and in that
Yes.
same regard, it does not want to pull up handouts for me. And I have some handouts in the Roll20 to show you guys, sort of like how I showed you the pictures of that gnarly ass fucking water.
Yes.
I had preemptively saved a
I
cup.
just imagined somebody liquefied a Grimer.
This is what Puck is drawing.
Oh my god! It's a battle map.
She's literally
no.
drawing the goddamn museum.
Oh, okay. Oh no.
What a wonderful little artist.
We got the
Remember when you first
Oh,
met her,
sure.
she used a whole bunch of stickers that she made to
That's
curse
right,
to
yeah.
curse the casinos.
She definitely has artistry.
She
She's a graphic artist.
So she's drawing what looks like a series of rectangles and squares on top of each other in what originally looks like a very big mess. Obviously, because the context is not there. So even though I'm showing you the picture of what it is, and you know what it is because you see the name on the ground, that doesn't translate yet.
Not gonna lie, these rooms look fun. Sorry,
How many
I'm
pillars
a nerd who
does
would
a
like to
building
go to
need?
museums.
How many pillars does a building need?
All
I don't know,
pillars.
but this definitely has a lot.
Uh,
In actuality,
Am I the crazy person for wanting to go to a museum just to like look at the cool shit?
Fucking museums are cool.
Museums
I
are
love
great!
them. love
I went to the
museums.
Met for the first time like last year.
Really?
And it fucking rocked.
Museums are wonderful. We went to
I forget what that giant museum in London is, but I went there and I just wanted to stay there for like 4 hours.
Big Ben,
No, they have a metropolitan there as well.
Parliament.
we visited the Museum of Natural History when we visited New York City last time, and
Yeah.
and me, Julian, and my friend, we were like, oh, this is dated as fuck.
Mhm.
Like, you go in and you're like, oh.
Not
I mean,
much
some of the
to
shit
say.
in there has got to be millions of years old. Like, they got to update.
No, it's more like
I know. I'm just.
it's like the way they describe stuff and the way that
Yes.
they arrange
Yes.
stuff and stuff like that. Like, here's the African exhibit, and Africa's just this huge fucking,
What?
Yeah,
you know.
it's not.
Anyway.
We can see Puck scribbling
You
away.
see Puck scribbling, kind of like a la How to Train Your Dragon. She's got the stick and she's making a really big, like,
She's just dragging the stick behind her because she just got bored of like doing small details for like the rooms.
There's little character heads on the sides, and she just got distracted.
yeah. It's kind of, I think what makes it more confusing is that she's walking and drawing it, but then you see all the little paw prints that are just kind of distracting a little bit because you're not sure if they're
Well, as long as
columns.
she can read it, as long as she can read it.
Okay. Like, Jay kind of like sees the mess, and before he's about to address that, I think he turns back towards Kiva, and he'll say, "Do you think we should jump to doing the next labor, or?"
Doesn't matter. It's fine. We'll do what we said to do.
Okay.
I'll figure it out.
Okay. He just Jay kind of.
We need to give that video time to go viral.
Yeah, that too. I was. I mean, I guess behind the curtain, if it wasn't obvious anyway. The only reason the Kiva is upset is because now all of her new friends are Titan Spawn, and she had this really, really cool idea, and now she's worried that it's gonna be shot up.
Yeah.
By a
Literally
god
shot.
that's ordering
Yeah.
your friend to do something. So
Who has a gun that can make nuclear explosions?
Also, she subconsciously resents the term lapdog.
True. That
Yep.
makes sense. Maybe Jay can talk to Kiva about that in a moment.
on the ride to Germany.
On the ride to Germany, and he kind of
A very small car.
very small. Yeah, we could just take the train. Very
Clown car.
long. Very long train ride. Anyway,
Preemptively takes a train.
kind of.
You got a small car.
Leaves the giant tree.
Didn't have room
Oh
to
yeah, I forgot we
throw.
have a giant tree that we can.
FYI,
That's cloaked.
FYI, you're going to Berlin for this museum, by the way. So
Berlin.
The strict.
ich bin ein Berliner.
I'm really.
No! Stop! You're not a donut. You're not.
Puck, you're
God, you're not a donut.
You're not
A donut.
say it.
you're
Has
not
a mental breakdown.
So he was so fucking stupid. Anyways,
Julian doesn't get it.
No,
a Berliner
I
is
get
a
it.
type of pastry.
I know it is. I know the meme.
Meme.
It was turned into a meme for a short
Oh.
bit.
I mean, I wasn't like cognizant.
Okay. Jay turns to what?
Jay turns to Puck,
Stone.
to Stone. And he'll
He's a stone
say,
dragon. Look at him.
"So, what's your plan in regards to, dealing with the Nefertiti bust stealing?"
Well, it's here.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll make like an X. It's not in the Egyptian courtyard, right? So if you look at the thing, 2 and 1 are outside.
Mm-hmm.
If you can like wrap your brain around it, I don't know if that'll help. But 2 and 1 on the first floor is outside, and then it's like this big sort of rectangle that's hollowed out in the middle with a little bit of a partition in that cuts it in half, right? She says that she makes a big X, which messes up part of her stuff. She makes a big X and she points at the 11 square.
Egyptian tombs.
Boom room.
Right.
The tomb.
Boom, boom.
Oh, it's all the way up on the. Oh, it's on a corner. Huh? Okay.
You know what they say about corners.
They do not have windows. The area where the bust of Nefertiti is in, it does not have windows.
What the fuck are
Does it have
those
a
on the map?
ceiling? Is there a way to get it? Are there any vents?
I imagine like Jay is like.
It's here. So I was
Jay just
thinking.
pulls it up on his phone by this point.
So, and if you want to use your own actual
You're saying
phone,
you get 5G out in the
so if
middle
you
of
want to
nowhere.
actually look up on your own phone the Nuyez Museum, and if you want to look at the Nefertiti bust and where it is, just to give yourself some frame of mind of like what it looks like.
Ooh, temporarily closed due to
Question.
COVID.
Oh, oops.
Question: Can I roll some sort of
Oh, it's in a fucking giant glass box.
Yeah.
can I roll some sort of trickster roll to mind meld with Puck right now?
Okay.
You literally put your heads together
Like,
and transfer information rapidly.
Oh, no.
2 brain cells.
There's nothing else in this room?
Yeah, the Nefertiti bust is in a very
Yeah, it's just there.
cool. It's just there.
Fuck.
It's just right in the open.
It doesn't really
That's
tell.
fucking minimalism gone wild.
does not
There's
actually-
much more room
Like
in
I
there.
honestly, I don't know if guaranteed it's actually in the 11, but I'm saying it is. I'm committing.
I was gonna say, in real life, it's called the tombs room, and if you've got one thing that is not even a tomb, you fucking name the room bad.
Yeah.
So I don't know because there isn't really any other room that seems like it might fit in there.
Right.
I mean, museums are constantly rearranging shit.
Yeah.
So I'm saying it's there, even though like I know what the map says. I'm saying it's there.
Sure.
I like the very spookily named room behind the stairs. What could be in there?
I actually wonder if it's in room 24 because based on the
Yeah, it
the
could be
walls,
24.
on
Yeah.
how they're all like curved.
It looks
and
like
shit,
24.
which is still in the same spot. It's just on the second floor, I think.
Yes,
All the same spot, yeah.
So
we'll say that.
The
then.
North
24.
Francis
We'll
Ford
say it's
couple of-
put it
24.
all on 24.
24. But big thing is, what kind of describe how unto me how you would like to use a trickster knack or your trickster calling or what kind like
I just want to use my trickster calling in general if I can. 'cause I
you
think
can't use your trickster calling in a way like to cause miracles like you can with your purviews, unfortunately.
disasters.
I'm just wondering if that will like give me a boost to like my
I will say
my roll.
I'll say how many dots in trickster do you have?
got 2.
So I'll give you a +2 enhancement
Oh boy.
to mind meld with Puck to sort of see what her empty brain is thinking would be a brilliant idea.
Can I use
Empathy,
cunning and
empathy.
manipulation to try to like think?
Cunning and manipulation are 2 different attributes, so you'll need
Right, you're right. I'm an idiot. So cunning and
Empathy. Put
It
yourself in
would
the
be
place of
empathy.
me.
It would be empathy. So you'd have to
True,
because
I
you're trying
only
to
have
figure
one.
out what's in her brain.
Okay.
So those two auto successes will definitely do something. So we're looking at
4.
I mean, yeah, Puck is kind of very simple. In
You can't say that anymore.
she's
It's fine. Johnny's stared at a bunch
She's-
of drawings of children before and
I don't think
try to figure out what they are.
I think, based off what you know about how Puck was, like, Puck decided to put a whole bunch of stickers in a casino to cause bad luck and cause one place to have good luck. And there was definitely like step 1, make stickers. Step 2, cause a change in fortune. Step 3, question mark, question mark, question mark. Step 4, profit. That is Puck's
Got it.
plan. Like, that's how Puck thinks. So Puck currently is thinking like, make a shitty copy of the bust of Nefertiti. Like, make copy of bust of Nefertiti. Step 2,
Go to museum.
go to museum. Step 3, question mark, question mark, question mark. Step 4, get the bust.
Got it.
She
Get
doesn't
money, get bitches.
she doesn't know like the important part, like how. She knows that she's got like a solid beginning, and she knows what her end goal is. It's the middle part that's kind of a little squiffy.
Oh my
And
gosh.
so like when she makes the big X and you're looking at her, you know she's going to say, we get the bust and we get out. Like, that's how she
Okay.
that's what she's about ready to say. So if you want to
Before she says that, can Johnny take the stick
okay.
and he's just gonna hold it off to the side for now. So, Puck, Jay make a fake bust, right? He can do art really good. And then maybe we can find a way at night, maybe when security is like low, and we can like think about like who's on shift and like where to go. He's like shaking the stick.
Jay just almost
see-
gets
It's
smacked by
a long stick too, so it's like you're wielding a baton.
It's
Puck is just watching the tip go.
and the rotations and where they're walking, we can try to slip in through maybe a window or a skylight, or maybe we can find a vent if one of us can squeeze through enough. And then
Looks around,
take
looks
the
itself.
bust that Jay is gonna make. We quickly slide it in, and then we take it, and then we freaking run. We run as fast as we can.
Okay, Jay again, like, jerks his head to not get smacked by the stick. 2 things on that. Firstly, Li Bao can do something where, I don't know why he learned how to do this, but he can, like, make, like a coin or something and, like, put it somewhere, and then you can, like, look through the coin, or, like, pebble or whatever, so we could try to figure out security details, yeah?
Wait. Can't he teleport between art museums, right?
Yeah, that
So
too.
maybe he can use his cat body to like squeeze through something, and like somebody else goes there with him, and then grabs their hand when it's time to like go, and you guys teleport somewhere.
Yeah, I was gonna say I really don't have opposable thumbs as a tiger.
No, but first for the security details, because we don't want to get caught in the action, because I think that might be really negative PR. He kind of looks towards Kiva on that.
I think it'll cause an international incident.
Yeah.
Johnny's gonna point over to Wiley. What do you think?
Hear me out.
There's a 2. Okay.
What's the second point before you start?
Jay turns around and shows that the fact that it's in a giant box. How are we gonna get past the box? Because I don't think you can open it.
We'll figure that out. And then Johnny points stick, pokes
Johnny
Wiley's
firmly
chest.
in the question mark category right now.
See, it's hard, right? That's why Puck is like, I don't
Yeah,
know.
he's currently in the question mark area, pokes Wiley's chest, and says, "Go."
The stick goes straight through Wiley's chest.
I was gonna say, I may be able to help with the box.
Oh? Like, you can pop it open or something?
Exactly.
Ooh, like Catwoman.
Are you gonna break the box?
No. You
Are you-
don't break a box in a heist. We gotta be subtle.
I feel
Breaking boxes.
I forgot. Like I was gonna say, like, are you lying? But I was like, no, he can't. So
Jay literally went through
No,
that thought
I'm-
process.
I know.
Okay.
I'm
I'm very eager to know what this box removing ability falls under.
I'm curious too, because
How much XP was that?
What do you mean? I don't have a specific. It's about finessing things.
Oh, I thought you were trying to literally say, like, yeah, I got this purview. It says lift box.
Lift box. I can make it. So first of all, I can be very quiet. When I step, it doesn't make a sound. I can also walk up buildings too, and walls and all that. So I'm probably going to be one of the people that can get in there. And
So
I think
you want to do that while Li Bao brings us in with what he can do?
No, I think
why do
Li
we all
Bao
need to
would
be in
work
there
for us to getting out. Because he can teleport.
if we're all in there?
I mean, he could do both, I think. But
Well, so you need people to do reconnaissance.
Mhm.
And then you need people to pilfer. And then you need to
Okay.
secure an escape.
I can make my boys try to look around. Like have them go through a tour group during the day.
yeah, and then you.
Why don't we go?
Yeah, we can all go. That's what I was kind of hoping we could do, and then he kind of points his fingers off to Li Bao. Then you can do the coin thing. It's a hunter knack that he has, basically. That works.
And
for
you
all.
guys can talk out of character too if you want to explain like the specific mechanic that you're doing.
Sure.
So, out of character.
Mm-hmm.
How big is this box? As tall as a person or taller?
Oh,
Do we have like
it's
taller.
It's
It's
taller,
It's taller than a person.
See,
Fucking tall.
okay?
It's 2 people tall.
2 people.
Do we know how the box is attached to the ground?
On a pedestal.
There's a metal base. I am assuming that this thing has some sort of air conditioning, air filtration thing. That's
makes
why it's
sense.
in a box, a sealed box.
Yeah, so it doesn't degrade.
Yeah.
So,
The whole reason why this bust has not been repatriated already is because the Germany claims that it is impossible to move because it is so old and fragile.
They say it's too fragile.
They say it's too fragile to repatriate back to Egypt.
You touch it, it crumbles. to
Even
dust.
though,
I mean, there could be some truth behind that.
yeah,
It's
basically, the point
brittle
of contention,
ceramic.
historically, is that it was acquired through questionable means, either by not legitimate paperwork or by Germany lying and saying no, it's not as old as we think it is. Essentially, they were kind of basically saying like, oh, it's like a copy of a copy of a copy. It's old, but it's not like that old, y'all.
It's not like the original.
Yeah, and so there's that's the point of contention. So that's why Egypt let it go. And when the reality was actually, this is way more older and more important than we actually realized, Germany basically did like, we can't give it back because reason.
It's too old. It's a ceramic, and ceramics can last under earth, under fucking a city. For
It is
time.
It is fucking controversial as shit, and Egypt is still requesting it to get repatriated. Just some information for you guys, a little art history there. Bang, bang, bang.
That's why I picked it.
Yeah,
I
but
scream.
you know, we're scions. We're magical. We can do whatever the fuck we want. It's fine.
Yeah.
I guess my question is
That will come into play though. The fragility of it will still come into play.
That was about to be my question.
Yeah. It still legitimately is fragile, but because you guys have supernatural, superhuman abilities, that fragility might not matter as much because you guys are actually can be super dexterous and super accurate with how your handling of things. So you might not break it.
Wiley can be the
Keyword is might.
handler.
Wiley spins it on his finger
That's
like a
what I was
basketball.
gonna say.
Yeah.
See, my initial thought is wrong because the box is totally sealed to the ground.
Yeah.
I don't know why in my fool head I thought that it wasn't. Or if it was, it could be unscrewed.
I guess the question,
right?
I guess, like, when I look at the picture, it's hard to say, like, how do you open it, right? And stuff like that. But it's either one of those things like in National Treasure where it's an elevator that goes down.
I mean, I'm pretty sure there's glass on top.
But I'm pretty
too.
sure it's a door. I'm pretty sure it's like a door that opens.
There's probably some sort of door that opens or whatever. It's just probably meant to be airtight sealed.
I mean, mechanics-wise, if we're gonna be running off with it, Johnny got a thing called false footsteps, which means, like, supernatural-wise, they can't really be tracked unless a successful roll, and it basically just like cloaks his footprints into like an animal or like some random type of footprint.
Okay, that's fair.
My
That'll work for also partial escape.
Yeah,
I
no,
would say that-
there's a latch. I see a latch, so
Okay.
there's a latch.
I'm pretty
Okay,
sure there's
okay.
a kind of latch
So-
mechanism there. So
We might need might for someone to lift up the glass box.
I got 5 might.
Same. Yeah.
I
Hey.
argue. Wiley has epic dexterity,
Mm-hmm.
right? Wiley would be able to handle the bust
Yeah.
carefully.
I think you should be the one to actually physically handle the bust.
And he doesn't have to have his hands to be able to walk up a wall and escape.
because he's Spooderman.
Sure.
Because I'm Spooder Man.
Okay.
Um,
Totally fair.
my other point was if we need it, I think
God, I love
think
that picture.
Wiley-
Oh, so
I
cool.
think Wiley could give himself another pair of arms temporarily through an animal aspect
Spider.
if we needed
if
it.
You need it.
If he needed to help somebody get out.
Like an ant.
Like an ant. I will say that I think out of all of the
Johnny can cause a distraction.
well, I was gonna
That's
say
true,
out
too.
of
I was gonna say I think Kiva could cause a distraction if she shows up with the band.
sure.
And it's like a big like, oh, we're doing a fucking tour and everybody's cool, let's get autographs, and the guards are over here too.
Mhm.
That would be so.
That'd be funny.
Here's how we're gonna ultimately how we're gonna do it. Each of you are going to give yourselves a task in this heist.
And we have to get a certain number of successes.
Exactly, just like when we did the round when we were trying to descend, to go down and avoid Nidhogg. It's similar. It's basically a complicated task. We're doing it's kind of like a complicated task over time. So it'll be like in the morning, Kiva does X, and discovers this, and whatever threshold successes will go into so and so's set, and so is gonna do
Nice.
this. And if you have threshold successes or you do not have threshold successes, will affect the person after you.
Mm-hmm.
And
Right.
yes, the difficulty will increase based on whether or not you've cleared up complications or if you've gotten threshold successes or not. That's the peer behind the thing. So
Cool.
each of you
The
will have
actual
to
mechanics of
yeah,
it.
each of you will need to have a task that you will complete, and this will be like the whole night or like the morning into the night of the heist.
Right.
What is it, Julian?
I was going to say, I wanted to see if I could implement this before any kind of tasks necessarily. Because the thing that I had in mind was to use my destroyer knack. I was going to use Herald at the end, which means when you work towards a destroy a place, person, and/or thing that can be measured with scale, which is like overthrowing a world leader, raising a city, bankrupting a multinational corporation, or breaking down security in a multinational museum, you may imbue, rather than spend a point in legend, and invoke your legendary title, the Patron of Titan Spawn, as the feat of scale. So I wanted to do that to help Puck to kind of try to mesh with the security of the place.
Well, it would be for whoever's going to mess with the security. So Puck is going to do... Puck will go and follow the person who's going to... Who she would be best suited to follow with. Because at the end of the day, at the end of this, Puck is going to get the credit
Mm-hmm.
for the heist. regardless of where she is in the heist, because you're going to be leaving something that's going to say it's because of her.
We put a sticker on the bottom of a J statue.
Yes, something like that.
Okay, so then my question is that how does
Look
this
at the
work? Because
baby.
there is no role involved with this knack.
So you know what? Let's fucking read the fetus scale and see if I could decipher it today. Because every time I read it, I can't decipher it. But let's see. Sorry. Feat of scale is basically, it gives you bonus dice, essentially, when you're doing something exceptionally huge in comparison to the thing that you're going up against. So, like, in the case of, like, if you were a person stomping on an ant, you get fetus scale bonus dice for killing the ant, right? Because you are fucking huge in comparison to the ant.
But this is the
similarly,
opposite.
you might be, because you have a titanic power, Titans tend to be a little bit bigger, in general, or their power tends to be a little bit bigger, so you can argue for feat of scale, or that's why a lot of the titanic powers are feat of scale based. It's because they big.
Well, one of the examples is bankrupting a multinational corporation, which has nothing to do with the actual physical size of a
No,
being.
it's the physical power. It's the metaphor.
Implied power.
It's the implied power. It's so big in comparison to the thing that you are trying to destroy. That's why you get feat of scale applied. So you have to basically be saying, we have security busting that is so exceptional, it's going to be above whatever the museum has. And because it is so powerful, let's say, like my security busting mechanism, therefore I should be able to apply feat of scale, which should give you essentially bonus dice to do it. It basically multiplies the amount of successes that you have
to other people who are dealing with this
situation. So it would be to whoever's doing the actual breaking and entering, let's say, whoever's doing the B&E, however that might look for us. Let's see, gotta find feat of scale. Maybe
I just figured that this would help everybody, you know.
I have to see the chart. I have to find the chart really quick.
We also need someone to disable cameras.
This would be destroying the security.
Oh my god, I cannot.
We're killing all the guards.
Legally,
Kills
the
all
government
the guards.
can't trace Johnny back to anywhere, so...
That's true.
Oh my god, I gotta use the
other thing that I can say while Jesse's looking that up is that if we want to do the scoping out the area thing, like I said, Li Bao has that hunter knack that basically it says you spend momentum to invest a fraction of your power into a small token, coin, figurine, dice, arrowhead, etc. Place this token anywhere in a field you are aware of, and for as long as it remains in place, you have the power to observe the goings-ons in the field as if you were present.
Here's the thing, Julian. Like, you have Li Bao, you have your fetus scale, you have you.
Yeah.
Li Bao falls under your turn. So, like, like whatever you want to do with Li Bao, it's ideally going to happen under your turn. If you want Li Bao to go with somebody else, he will go with somebody else aesthetically, but your single roll you're only going to have one roll in this. You're only going to be able to roll once in this whole thing. In this,
and if you use Li Bao for reconnaissance purposes, that is your contribution.
That is my role, and then he wouldn't be able to get anybody in or out. So I guess I'll just reserve it for that then.
Well, I mean, it could be cool because, like, I mean, there are other ways.
There are other ways to get in and out too. So
Wiley's going to be in the room with the thing.
Or he could be fucking T-posing on the side of the building, waiting for the handoff.
Yeah.
Right. That's the thing. I mean, there is no windows in room 24, but
there are. It's just on the corners. It looks like.
Oh, really?
There is. If since it's kind of like a scalloped room, in
Yeah.
each of the scallops there is a tiny window
Okay.
on the curved scallop.
Conks the freaking
yeah, they're very
bust into
they're-
the.
They're
They look old.
They're stained glass.
They're stained glass. They look old.
Oh,
So
then
you
those
can't
don't
open it.
open.
Yeah, you can't. We can't
Got
go
it.
through those windows because they're like wrought iron.
We would probably have to do something like in 45 or just fucking sprint down the stairs.
Yeah. See, here's the thing. So like we've got room 24, which is the room. And then 25 and 23 both have straight up windows.
Mhm.
If there is a
skylight, perhaps?
or a skylight of some description, if there is some way to have everybody's attention pulled, because like, unless this is not during business hours, like if we're just there at night, then there's no worry. We can just leave as long as the security is tampered with. But
Yeah.
part of me thinks it'd be fucking cool as hell to do it during business hours, but that's just me.
That's a little more risky.
I mean,
Yeah, but-
again, the point is the whole goal and the point of this is to reach notoriety on an international scale for Puck.
Yes.
So so the more it's obvious that Puck, the great phantom thief or what have you, has arranged for this to happen, the higher chance, the tale will appear.
What if
And
instead of the bust of Nefertiti that we replace like a replica, we just put it like a Puck head. A little
Oh my
fox
god.
head.
What if it's one of those little like Neko cats, but it's just a fox?
That's funny.
Isn't that like a trope? Who
Yeah.
does
Or
that?
it could
It's
be,
like a Bansky thing.
or remember,
Yeah.
there's things like deception skills that can like mask a thing, so it could look like the bust of Nefertiti initially, and then when you pull your
Don't worry,
legend away,
guys.
it'll turn into a little Puck statue.
Who has that?
That's so good.
Don't worry, I have the calling I have a knack called Wasn't Me. When you do something with legal or social consequences, you delay the consequence by blaming somebody else for a day.
Well, as long as you blame it on Puck, then.
What if it was like, this is gonna be weird, but like how in productions of Into the Woods, okay, they got that fake ass cow. At a certain point of the script, it's supposed to fall over and die. So what they do is they have a little remote control thing in the hooves that pushes a pin out to make it just fall the fuck over.
Mhm.
So we got the bust in there, and then after a week, the pin comes out and it just falls over and it shatters and everybody panics. But then underneath it, you see that little sticker of the fox.
That'd be funny.
That's good.
You got.
That's good. I like that.
See,
Just the
if
sticker
you
on
guys,
the
if
podium.
you guys, and I want to point this out, that whenever you guys say stuff like that, Puck is like, "That's exactly what I want. That's amazing. We should just do that." Like she loves
She's agreeing all of it.
she loves the idea of just like pulling the carpet from under people
Yeah.
and stuff.
Can we
like
please shatter it like that and just on the pedestal just be Puck sticker?
Mhm.
That'd be so good.
What kind of role would that entail? To kind of would that be the artistry skill then? Because my problem with Jay is that everything I have is passive that doesn't require a roll.
Everything Wiley has is active.
No. So like it will require a roll, whatever it may be. Like if your role is to create the replica that is going to be able to do the thing that you say it's going to do, right?
Mhm.
If you fail it, then maybe nobody knows that the bust of Nefertiti was stolen until a little bit way later.
Right.
Later.
Until it breaks.
Until way later. But if you want to do like a crafting skill to craft something,
Let's pull a Banksy and just shred the bitch.
Yeah,
Oh my
Right?
God.
That's why I said pull a Bansky.
like
Yeah.
that is an option, right?
Okay.
It could be like what would that be,
Or-
like subterfuge and artistry or
God,
something like that?
Something.
No, that's both.
Those are
two
both skills. So it would
Oh.
be
I'm not good at subterfuge.
I have subterfuge.
If we are gonna make this like I feel like the making it look like the bust is the most important thing, which sounds like artistry to me.
it's artistry would fall under culture, essentially. So it'd be like a culture plus a attribute, probably a mental skill, or if you're thinking manipulation because you are trying to make people believe that that's what it is, but social is like talking. So you'd have to use like a mental cunning, like a cunning plus culture in order to be able.
I don't got it.
We could also potentially, like, I mean, we know people. Like, if we wanted to do something crazy technical like
We
that,
could go ask Beldandy's friend.
we could talk to them. We could talk to the dwarves who have, what is it? Forge? Is that the thing? Yeah.
So, like, here's the thing. So you can say let's say, for example, I'm not saying that that's what you're going to do, Julian. But like, say Jay is going to create a believable bust that will do the trick thing, the deception, at the right moment. You know, when there's the most people with eyes on it, it's going to disintegrate and it's going to do something awesome and it's going to look like Puck, right? I'm going to use the dwarves who have Forge to assist me in this matter. And that will give you bonus dice, and then you roll the dice, and then those successes will then, you get the successes, you succeed the task, and then whatever threshold successes you can use to stunt for the next person. And then the next person is going to be like, okay, somebody else is going to be like, okay, I'm going to reconnaissance the place, and I'm going to use a combination of Li Bao and the kids. And my reconnaissance role will be that. And whatever knacks I might have, or, et cetera, that'll be my role.
Field trip, I make everyone hold
and then my role will be that, and then I gain the successes. And then the next person is going to be like, well, I'm going to be the one that's going to make the switch. And I'm going to use Puck, and I'm going to use this skill that I have to help me with this switcheroo. And then finally, the escape, or, whatever, that's kind of what I would like you to use. You can use the resources. So, like, it's just, Li Bao's not, like, if you want to have Li Bao assist somebody else, Li Bao's not going to roll. Li Bao's going to give, like, an enhancement bonus. Or he's going to remove the complications that exist within the scenario.
Sure.
Because he's there. He's not going to actually physically roll. His presence is going to assist by negating complications or making the roll less difficult because he's providing auto successes for his skill set. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you can trade off followers or trade off people. So, like, if Kiva wants to create a huge distraction so that everybody else can reconnaissance, and Kiva's going to be there, but there's also the kids there, and then there's also Li Bao there, that'll be the role. Kiva's going to do Kiva stuff, and then the kids are the ones that are going to get all the information, or Li Bao's going to help get the information, and then that's your successes, and that's what that means.
This is a slight tangent, but I was thinking about, like, the moment, like, how do we make sure that we're not caught doing it? And, like, because we've got people for potential distractions and making the fake thing and et cetera, it's something that would be super easy to make sure that all the cameras were out at the right time is just cut the damn power. If we could figure that out as well, unless we have a more creative way to take down the security network.
I mean, I don't know how my knack would fall into that, if we're still using that or not.
I don't know. Again, I'm just kind of giving you guys examples of how it might work. If you say I want to use my destroy knack to destroy the tech, that's fine, but you are also leading that role.
You would just need to tell me what I need to roll for that, because again, when you read it, it doesn't, like, say that there's a knack involved, or does it say there's a roll involved?
It basically says that you're going to apply a feat of scale to the thing that you're going to do.
So if that has to do with technology, then I would have to roll a technology roll?
If that's what it is, yeah.
Or security, if it was dealing with this... Oh, no, because I don't have any tech stuff. So
or subterfuge. Like, it could be also subterfuge. What it means is that you are applying feat of scale to the situation. So your specific situation being, let's say, you're going to destroy, you're going to get rid of the security system. And then the feat of scale is whatever amount of successes that you have gets multiplied because of feat of scale.
Sure. I mean, I think if we're talking about who,
I can't find the fucking chart though, and I don't.
It's okay.
Know.
I don't think I'm gonna do that because I don't think I can apply that into a role in which it would be beneficial. Because I don't have a lot of dots and subterfuge or technology or anything like that. So my idea is not panning out the way I thought it would. So I think I'll probably do.
If this was something like if we had to fucking steal it from some politician's house, you could destroy his reputation with a social role.
Yeah.
But since we're literally trying to take down the security network, that's it's techie, which is the problem.
Yeah, it's different. So I'll just do the replica thing. I think that probably would be best in my my skill set.
If we need to do a handoff, Johnny has 3 dots and subterfuge, so he can be literally the person that walks on up, lifts up thing because he has 5 might. He can lift up the glass, and then just boop boop, and then fucking make a run for it and like give it to Wiley so he can just climb.
Wiley, who is just standing outside the window. Do you have to be in motion to be on a wall, or does it just say you can walk on a wall?
David Bowie it. And I was gonna say, if we're doing this during broad daylight, you don't necessarily have to do that to get in the place.
So long as you continue to move towards a destination, you walk, run, or leap with effortless grace. Any surfaces, solid or liquid, hold your weight as if you weighed no more than a feather, and you may effortlessly scale or descend vertical surfaces without a need for a handhold.
So that's what that. So you have to be moving.
He'll just be pacing back and forth.
I guess.
Honestly, if we're gonna do this in broad daylight, then I think that
implying if we're gonna do it in broad daylight.
Well, if the whole point is to get as much recognition as possible.
You can do it in broad daylight, or you can do it at night and then have the thing disintegrate in the day.
Right.
In the middle of the day.
Like primo business hour.
On it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's whatever. I think if Wiley needs a quick escape, or if Johnny needs a quick escape, I think Li Bao probably would just be best used for that.
So yeah, if we are so we've got the daylight hours potential thing where it's like, oh yeah, Kiva can be the distraction in the hallway.
And even if Johnny does get caught, he can just use his ephemera and just create an illusionary image to just disappear.
Amazing.
Yeah.
If
there's
it was,
actually
go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I don't know if Jay could take it. There's a moon nap that lets you just fade into the void.
Oh.
No one can see you, and it affects
I don't have moon stuff yet.
Big thing is,
oh yeah.
Remember, if you have access to certain purviews, you can spend a legend point to do a marvel that kind of falls within the sense of that specific purview. So, for example, if you have darkness, you can make a marvel where you can blend into or even teleport yourself between shadows as a miracle.
Just do a deception marvel and just
as a miracle.
Just disappear.
Can we try and finesse something like that with liminal?
Liminal is a calling, not a purview.
Shit.
It would be journeys. Right. It would be
liminal.
I mean, I could do that too.
I have access to journeys as well. Yeah.
I have deception and journeys. I can literally just disappear if I just do a marvel.
And liminal also has knacks where people don't notice you, like you blend into the crowd and stuff like that. But yeah, I can also do the darkness thing too. It just depends on what you guys want my one roll to be. So. Because I can do the darkness thing too, but I don't know what role that would entail. Because again, a lot of this stuff is like you just do it,
No, we'd make it a role. Like you just need to tell me what you want to do and how you'd like to apply said passive thing, and we will arrange for whatever bonuses it is. Again, you still need to roll because this is kind of like a complicated task. This is
So like I don't want to do the darkness thing and then be like roll a subterfuge and I got 2 dots in subterfuge. So
I think it would be more important for Jay to make the replica and then booby trap it.
Yeah, because that's the prestige. That's the reveal. That's
the
what's
finesse.
That's what's gonna get Puck noticed. That's the whole point.
Okay.
We need to make the switch happen.
Again, if you don't want to kind of do any of the other stuff that involves subterfuge, because that's not in your wheelhouse. Again, you guys can also say, hey, I have this skill. I'd like to use it, or I'd like to try and figure out a way to use this dice pool because it's my best dice pool. You can also argue in that sense and figure out who's the best for that dice pool. Again,
because my best dice pools are, presence and like charisma based stuff, which is why I'm thinking about like, I'll be the face out the door, and distract people if need be.
Mine's the sneaky shit.
I'm also charisma stuff, but I can also do the culture stuff as well.
I carry egg.
You carry
Wiley's
egg.
like a golden retriever carrying eggs in his mouth.
Yes.
I will.
And he bites into
I
it.
do want to say again. I do want to say that if you can argue to me why your dice pool would fit better than the one I suggest to you, that's the point of the storyteller system. Okay, the storyteller system is how you're gonna finesse it to fit for you, and you need to argue it to me, and I'd be like, well, that sounds legit. Let's go. So keep that in mind. I do need to go to the bathroom before we kind of commit to anything. So I'm going to give us a 5-minute break, and then we will return. Is that okay?
Sure. Come here.
Cool.
All right, so just going to do that really quick. So
Okay, I just wanna make sure.
I'm just gonna go over here, and we're just discussing. Welcome back, everybody. We are still working on our plan. I think we're getting close. I think there's a little bit of questions about how we're gonna mechanically do this. But ultimately, like I said before, you combine all of your skill sets. If you want to combine all of your skill sets to do a thing, do it, and I will tell you what dice roll you have to do. The difficulty, the TN is up here, right? The TN is up here. You just need to roll the dice.
If you guys are worried about the actual switch, Johnny has like about 30 different things that could like make people not see him, make people just think that they're seeing something else this entire time, or just fucking walking away
Yeah, because
with no sweat off his back.
In the event that Kiva can do a good enough distraction to get people out of that room sick, and then Johnny can do the thing and like, oh, if the dipshit security guard makes his rounds back in.
Like even during the day, Johnny has the purview chaos. He can literally just walk through the crowd perfectly and just pluck it.
Yeah, like I think that the handoff is like no sweat at this point. Or the swapping of the actual statue. I wish there were 5 of us, because I feel like we're missing one thing, which is like either the security or the dummy head, the prop.
I mean, the dummy head can be made. It's just not going to do the cool thing, but that's neither here nor there. It just changes how people find out about the switch. Because people are going to find out. People are going to find out the switch is going to happen regardless. It's whether or not you make a spectacle of it is totally different, because the act of stealing it is really the point right now. How do you steal it? Because if you leave it empty, that's another option, right? Like you could just steal it, not leave a replacement at all, and that will cause a kerfuffle in a different way. That's kind of up to you guys on how you want to play it out. But what I want to know is, in what order are we going, and what specifically are we going to do? And so what we'll do is, whoever goes first will go first. Say, I'm going to use these skills, these knacks, these characters, whatever, to help me do the thing. You roll the dice, and we can narrate how that looks. You know, and if I tell you have threshold successes, you can then throw those threshold successes to the next person down the line. Whoever that may be, and if they act immediately after, or if they're acting in the evening afterwards, you know, like however it may be narratively appropriate. Again, don't get too caught up in whether or not you can or cannot. Just say, this is what I want to do, and I have these skills to maybe help me do it. Don't get caught up on the if you can or cannot, because we want to give you guys the opportunity to be really cool. Fair?
So, yeah. So I'm thinking Wiley is the carrier of the thing, right?
Yeah.
Wiley can also help get it open, but quickly and quietly, arguably, because of his dexterity. And his perception would allow him, I guess, kind of in a way to ensure that he's being as quiet as possible, because he's so in tune with what's happening around him. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my point being is Wiley can be the carrier and the opener.
And maybe Johnny can be the one just to like set it all up. And then they can just book it.
Yeah, create the...
Well, that's the thing too, because like, yeah, like Johnny also did the funny little fake bullshit in Jasper's shop. So Johnny's got experience. Yeah, experience forging and forgerizing.
We get the
not
forging
mechanically,
thing,
but like
forgery for Johnny.
He has manipulated people into believing this is a thing of importance.
Yeah, I think Johnny doing the chaos thing would probably would probably work well. If there's like any like lingering people or security personnel or something like that, I think that would probably work. Because I can spend a legend point and just do the artistry thing. So that way we can do the fun Bansky thing, and that I feel like in terms of what Jay would do, Jay wants to help and push Puck. So it would be him doing
We
that
give Puck the trigger.
Yeah, for the most part. So,
And the museum explodes.
museum fucking burns down.
That was the real trick.
Real trick was the museums we burned down along the way.
Like a murder house party, trivia murder house party.
Yeah.
It just fucking explodes. We all die. So I guess in saying that, I guess I'll go first because I need to do the stuff beforehand.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
do you want to use any? We will have to go back into character in a second, but like, will you use people like the dwarves or other forgers on hand, or anything to help forge it to be a specific way? Or do you want to just kind of focus on just the artistry portion of your skill sets?
yeah, I'll talk to the dwarves so I can get the cool
The shredder.
the cool shredding aspect to it. Like it has like a dispenser inside of it that like spreads water and then it suddenly melts. It's like squand, and then it reveals.
Squand?
It's made out of phloem.
It's made out of phloem, and
Moon
it just
sand. It just.
explodes
I
everywhere.
always
And then
wanted
there's a
moon
funny.
sand.
I always did too. Like kinetic sand. It's fucking cool.
Kinetic sand is so fun.
It's fucking cool, dude. Like for real. But and then like yeah, it'll reveal like whatever Puck wants to reveal. I think that's probably
A bust of Puck.
the bust of Puck. Yeah,
It's the bust of Nefertiti, but it's Puck.
but it's Puck.
Oh, that would be good.
So that is what I would like to do.
Okay. Are
Can't
we?
wait for the eventual Wikipedia article about this. Legend 4.
I can't wait for the Reddit threads trying to figure out who did this one.
They're the only ones
did
who'll be
this
able to
caper?
figure it out.
Yeah. They would be able to connect it back to all of us and they would dox us.
I saw a man pacing.
Can't dox me, got
sideways
no
on the building.
record.
Okay.
I mean, to be fair, people managed to dox Doctor Who, so it can be done. It's just location unknown.
Okay. So, cut back into the game. Let's get back in character for a second. Hard cut to like
cut, we're there.
it's basically a montage of you guys discussing over the time of travel, starting with the mud map, and the camera goes into the mud map and it kind of contrasts and becomes an actual map that you guys are pouring over, maybe on a train heading to Berlin.
Nutty, steer the tree.
Or even using Nutty, and you guys have a crayon version of the map that
We're all wearing big sunglasses, so no one knows who
And
we
floppy sun hats and trench coats.
are on the train.
Exactly.
On the train.
on the train that's in the tree.
Duh.
well, it's either you travel the human way or you travel the Nutty way.
I feel like we have to travel the nutty way because I don't think we could just leave that unattended for a long period of time.
I mean,
You get people wandering into it.
Baby with the knife is just gonna take over the place, so we can't let that happen.
Yeah, they're gonna call another vote the moment that Johnny's gone for more than 48 fucking hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this time Nutty's gonna actually take rule.
No.
No, it's baby.
Now
with
that
the
he can
knife.
talk openly. Now that he's out.
so you can take, basically it zooms in on the mud map, zooms out, and it's a crayon map. And you guys are using things like candy and little
Oh my
stick
God.
figure drawings to kind of indicate what you want to do. Kind of shifting and moving it around.
We use Lego figurines. Lego people.
Little
And
Lego people.
Guinea figs.
Little Legos you stole from dog.
This one's Wiley because it has a hat. Even though he doesn't wear a hat.
It
It's
has a
just
cowboy hat.
And then everybody's like, why doesn't Wiley wear a cowboy hat?
Yeah.
Messes up my hair.
It zooms back in on the crayon map, zooms back out, and it's like an overhead, a bird's eye view of the actual museum, and kind of pans around to where the group is. Kind of everybody kind of sitting in their places. We're doing this during the day, right?
I would
Yeah.
love for it to be. Yeah, let's do it.
Are we
Why
doing
not?
this during the
Fuck
day,
it.
or are we doing this half and half, like half of it during the day?
You know, let's do it during the day. Johnny has raided Walmarts during the day. It's fun.
There you go.
Go hard.
I was also gonna say I don't know who I'm distracting if it's nighttime.
Go hard or go home.
You see some of the individuals, like some of your party members, maybe even your followers, are kind of like wandering around and stuff like that. Kind of this way and that, enjoying the courtyard kind of park, like a feeling of the museum area. Maybe
We literally teleport into the courtyard.
no, not in the not in the courtyard. You have to walk.
There's a tree outside.
You have to walk to it.
It's okay. We can just park the tree somewhere, leave out, and just teleport us inside of the museum, and then we're ready.
Who's
to
making
go.
the swap again?
Me and
And
Johnny.
me.
Well,
I'm
I'm
putting the
holding.
thing there.
I'm opening the thing, Johnny, and while Johnny's putting the thing in there, I'm watching.
It's
And
Dumb
then
and
Johnny's
Dumber.
gonna hand it to me, and we're gonna skedaddle.
Jay, you have the box of the bust of Nefertiti, sort of like the fake box that you're going to give like the handoff to Johnny, sort of outside of the museum still, before everything kind of goes down. And
By the way, if people are not listening to the Mission Impossible theme on loop right now, I highly
Hold on.
recommend it
Hold on.
because
let
it
me
very
just,
much works.
Hold on, I have to do it.
you're holding on to it, and you're maybe even like kind of holding it gently, because a part of you is like, did I do
Yeah,
enough?
yeah.
Bullshit.
And you think on how you and the dwarves that were hanging out on the second level of Neverland Camp, the dwarves have since made themselves like a little hut, a temporary hut. They have like another house, but you know, obviously this is a big deal for everybody for building. So you're with
Sorry, I started playing the Mission Impossible.
you're with Dog and Orbella, and you have drawn out the plan, and you guys are all kind of working together. With those two, you're going to get a bonus. You're going to get a +3 enhancement, and these enhancements are going to stack.
Okay. Can I make use of my my artistry as well, or am I just using the?
What artistry knack would you like to use?
I'm just gonna do a miracle because my artistry boon right now is heartfelt expression, and I don't think that's what we need right now.
We need hard hitting expression.
Yeah.
I mean,
The hard hitting.
it is a heartfelt expression of "fuck you, I stole your shit." It can be heartfelt.
Fuck you, Germany.
So you're going to spend a legend point to basically make this happen, and let's call it what it is. It is feat of scale, because it says that you can spend 1 legend to increase the scale of your work, you know, of what you're doing for that specific action. So this action is in creating, right? So that means that at your current legend point, which is 2, it's 2 divided by 2, round up. So you just have 1, but that doubles your successes.
Okay.
So you already have 3 in the bank.
Okay. So I
So-
need to roll a culture and a what would you suggest?
Well, you know, I'm looking at your skills right now. You can say it's a mental task, right? Because you are trying to create it. It is also a physical task, probably dexterity based. So you can say dexterity, or you can say your intellect, because you are basically creating a delicate and fine piece of art, but also machinery.
Okay. I'm better in intellect, so I will do that. Culture.
And because you have a specialty in ancient artifacts, I'd say that you get that +1 enhancement on top of it.
Okay, so I only got 2 successes, so that's
+4.
+4.
4 auto successes. So you're at a 6 times 2 for feat of scale.
Cool.
So you're at a 12.
Divvy that up amongst everyone else.
It goes.
This is so fucked.
So you have, I'm going to tell you right now, that is 4 threshold successes.
Michael's like, and that's it.
Wow.
4 threshold successes.
Okay.
And so, do you want to describe how you make it, or what kind of things are you feeling? Kind of narrate for me how awesomely you make this piece of artwork, or what you think about when you're making it.
I mean, honestly, I felt like the whole Squan thing was really funny.
It was really funny.
I want to, he works with Dog, because Dog's the creator.
Dog is the creator, or Bella is the refiner.
Is there? Okay, so I will...
Like, Dog likes to make it, or Bella makes it pretty.
Okay, so maybe
that's the best way to describe them.
Maybe when Dog is helping Jay create this very realistic thin porcelain veneer cast of a bust of Nefertiti, maybe like he probably suggests like putting like the water device probably somewhere else, or the magnet device, because I guess it has to, if it's squared, it needs to be more magnet based. So maybe he suggests putting it somewhere else, and then Arbella's like, no, you fucking idiot, they can see that. And then she suggests putting it on like a flat base, so that way
like a very thin...
Yeah, so like when Puck is given the device to press the button to do the thing, it resonates from the bottom, so it kind of like, it falls like slowly, and it kind of reveals what's underneath, which is the Puck. And then of course, doing this, I would say Jay would also highly involve Puck in all of this, because this is her.
Yeah.
This is her sixth tail thing.
She's sculpting her own bust.
Exactly. So like that's what's underneath.
Yeah.
On top of whatever.
You've literally sat Puck down and was like, "Hold, stay still."
And it's like whatever she wanted to say, I think he would let her, regardless of whether or not it says "fuck Puck" on it.
I don't think she'll be so crude. This is, after all, an international heist.
And
This is a high class affair. She's a fine.
She's refined.
So
and she wants Senpai to notice her.
So when you to be underneath Nefertiti, the things that she asks for is like her eyelashes to be super big.
I fucking love her.
Which is hard to do in a sculpture.
She wants herself to look extra desune.
She wants her to look as pretty as Nefertiti, in her mind. She's a fox, so it's kind of weird, but like...
That's funny and cute.
Nefertiti
no,
was
she's
a fox.
valid, damn it.
Wait, shouldn't Puck do the swap?
No, so basically because she is part of this heist, and basically all of the things that you're doing is going to indicate that it was Puck that led it, or...
We can also say that, like, that
she orchestrated.
Puck did the planning for us.
Yeah.
We're just her henchmen.
She orchestrated this big
She's the
thing.
mastermind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where she's getting the credit
Jay's the
for
tech
it.
guy.
She's getting the credit for it because she's orchestrating it, and all of the things that you guys are doing are essentially kind of re-emphasizing Puck's importance in this thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Danny Ocean didn't do anything, but it was his 11.
Yeah, you know, that's kind of a good way to describe it. Which, by the way, the Ocean's 11 soundtrack would probably be also a good thing to listen to as well.
I've never seen any Ocean's movie.
This one is very Ocean's 8 because we're doing it in a museum.
So
I can't believe you know the difference.
Ocean's 8 fucking rules. It's way better than the originals.
I don't know what these movies are.
they're heist movies.
Brad Pitt.
Ocean's 8 is the one with all the women.
Oh, okay.
They're heist movies. And when you finish it, as she's like over your shoulder, she's going to give you the largest hug that she possibly can give you from behind.
With the tiny fox arms.
with her tiny fox
Well,
arms.
she's bigger now.
She's a little bit bigger. Like, she used to be just fox-sized.
Is she people size now?
She's probably like
Small people.
people size.
Oh, she's
she's-
growing.
She's like maybe 4'10", 4'8", 4'8" to 4'10". So she's short, but she's
min-sized.
yeah, she's min-sized now, and she has been steadily growing as she gained each.
Let's make min a unit of measurement.
Min is a unit of measurement.
She's been steadily growing for every tail that she has.
I love that.
That's funny.
So she hugs you as tight as she possibly can, and she says, "It's perfect.
Are you sure?
I love it."
I mean, I guess it does look okay. I mean, hopefully the squand won't get disrupted in the transport.
Well, you trust Johnny, right? Cuts back to you handing back the fucking box to
How
Johnny.
dare you?
It's a clock wipe.
I was gonna have him answer, I trust Johnny, I don't trust Baby Knife.
Maybe that's your voice in your head as you responded to it, as it clockworks over, and you're just like holding
God
onto
damn
this
it.
box to hand back to
And
then
he
you
just
glance
quickly
at
does
Baby
this
Knife.
So Baby Knife can't get it.
Baby knife.
Nope, this is not your Christmas present or birthday present. Here, Johnny.
Takes it, also raised arms, trying to protect it.
as
from
if
baby.
that would stop Baby Knife. Baby Knife
Yeah.
would just cut your Achilles heel.
But he can't. He's my follower. Can't do that shit.
That's why I handed off the box
Respects
very quickly
me.
so he didn't stab me.
Jay is not immune.
Every day, Baby Knife wakes up and dreams of violence. Chooses
Yeah, Baby
violence.
Knife wakes up every day and says, I'm gonna be violent today.
It's the much better version of Baby Driver.
Peace was never an option.
This was never an option.
Do you have something to say, Johnny, to Jay before you hand off? Because you have 4 threshold successes, so you can hand this 4 threshold successes to Johnny,
Okay. I don't know how
or
my
you can
my
hand it to
artist-
Kiva, because they kind of are happening at the same time. So it's up to you.
Okay, so maybe he hands the box to Johnny, and then he goes over to Kiva, and he's holding his phone, rolling it in his hand. He goes, "So, have you checked Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook too, at all?
Oh,
You're about to be more popular than you thought you were." And that's what's gonna be the enhancements.
hell yeah.
You just start tweeting.
Yeah, I think that like the girls are all in we're almost like dressed like we're gonna do a show. It's like we're pretending like that's what we look like every day.
Unless you decide that you're going to actually do a show right outside.
We could. I want it to happen
You don't have a
inside.
permit
Like
for that?
I like.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have a permit for
But
that.
you don't need a
It
permit.
doesn't matter.
You don't
It's-
need a permit for that because if I am just, as your manager, we don't need permits for things because I have Tianming.
You're immune to bureaucracy. Yes.
Either
So-
that, or Jay has already figured out all of the paperwork for it,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
and has already submitted it.
Don't worry. So there's gonna be a pod and all your stuff's inside of it. So if you want to use it, you can.
Gotcha. All right, are we ready? She turns to the band.
Jordan's like, I really wish I was part of this. I could break that glass so easy. But this will have to do.
Cut to Wiley breaking the glass.
He just
Blood
shoves-
of his rifle.
I can't-
No. You know what happens?
That would be so
Wiley,
fucking funny.
No. Wiley and Johnny look at each other and they go, "Round 2 on the suplex through the glass."
Right.
If only one of us had a power to fucking put it back together. Oh my god, that would
Oh
be
my God.
so good.
Well,
I
okay.
can only turn myself into a wrecking ball. That's it.
Oh my god.
Okay, so is Kiva next then?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Because you have to distract the people before Johnny and Wiley can make the
Move in.
swap.
Of course.
Or
Okay.
fucking walk on inside.
So,
Uh,
we'll say, yeah.
I will say that probably since Jay has already done his part, he can follow along with you guys, to be the manager.
Yeah, he's just gonna go with Kiva and all
But
that.
Li Bao is wearing black shades and wearing like a black shirt
God.
and pants
I
to look like a
fucking-
bodyguard
I fucking hate them.
to help.
Here's something else that's definitely happening right now, because I just decided, because if we're doing the paperwork anyway, not only is this an impromptu concert, we're shooting a music video.
Yeah.
And whoever shows up gets to be in it.
Ooh.
So,
Good God.
Oh. So that's probably where all of that like hype comes from, is that stunt that
Did you check social media?
everybody checks
Right.
social media, and all of your German fans are just like, holy fucking shit, and the museum is fine with it because they're getting more people to come to the museum.
Publicity.
Publicity.
There you go.
And so that's where all of those enhancements are coming from, because this is on the up and up technically. You still need to be badass enough in your performance if you choose to do the performance, in that moment.
The Mission Impossible theme is really good.
yeah, right. I told you.
If you choose to
I
do
found
if
a
you choose to do
spot
it,
with it.
do
Kinda
that
hits
thing to
just
distract
right.
everybody. I think. Well, I guess, are you going to use any of your skill sets in addition to the difficulty is going to stay the same difficulty with no complications. So, but what kind of because of the fact that Jay succeeded.
Okay. So, I think I will do the performance. And guess what? I get to use my birthright, which is my band, to help with it.
Your followers, yeah.
They're just gonna give me bonuses, I'm assuming.
Let's make sure that I got that correctly.
They're social.
So they should give you at least one enhancement.
Yeah. So oh wow. Let's see. They are basic. Oh God, why are you scrolling so stupidly? Let's see.
It's gonna be fucking sick.
They basically are going to roll a dice pool, which is one of your attributes, and the higher of their rating or your leadership. That's going to be their dice pool to do something. But they should be able to what are their tags again?
Oh God, one moment.
Because I know they're an entourage, so they're a social group, right?
Yeah, they're social and physical.
Social and physical. So this is going to be a social focused one. So they will you can either have them roll to give you additional enhancement, or you can just take the dice pool enhancement. So if how many dots do they have?
They have 4 dots.
4 dots. So you can either take 4 enhancement, right? Or you can roll one of your social attributes in the higher of the followers rating and leadership, and see if you can get more successes, and I'll add that as your enhancement bonus instead.
Oh fuck. Okay, what was the roll one more time?
Leadership.
Attribute, one of your attributes.
Leadership.
Okay. Or the followers rating, whichever's higher. So is your leadership is your leadership 5?
I have 0 leadership.
So it's going to be it's going to be a social attribute.
Yep.
I'd probably go with
It'd be presence. I only have 5 dice though, so
it's 5 dice plus the higher, either the followers rating or their leadership. So you're going to be rolling 4 dice in addition. So it's 9 dice altogether. And
I see.
So it's either you take the 4 successes because they're a 4-dot follower, or you risk and roll to see if you
roll 9 dice. I'm gonna roll 9 dice. So I'm just gonna roll presence with nothing, and then I'll roll an extra 4.
Yes, please.
Oh fuck. Oh, that was bad. Okay.
Remember, you get the 4 successes from Jay as
You get 4 successes from Jay too. You're already at 4.
Right. Okay, I only got 1 enhancement from the band.
1 enhancement from the band. So you're looking at 5 enhancements. Now you got to roll your performance.
Okay.
Use the momentum.
Oh yeah, we have, what is it, 5 momentum, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take 3 to get that extra XP. So we're down to 2. And I am going to roll, if I may, a presence and a culture.
Okay.
Ooh.
And I would like to argue for my my specialty in culture, which is the underground scene, because that's what this whole marketing thing has been. It's guerrilla. This is like,
Yes,
let's
it
get all
is.
these fucking weirdos out here to
Okay.
jump in.
Why are we in Berlin of all places?
So
Yeah, right.
6. So you have 6 enhancement. You have 6
Jesus
autos.
Christ.
I just need to roll 2 fucking successes.
Just need to roll 2 successes.
You
Okay.
do it.
So yeah. So that is okay. So that's 6 enhancement. Do I have any bonus dice? I don't think
You got it from the momentum.
Yes, and the 3 from the momentum. So I'm gonna roll this, and then I'm gonna roll 3.
Yes.
Fuck me.
Woo.
Right now we're at
Okay. I've got 1 threshold success.
1 threshold success. You squeaked by a little bit there. But it was still a success. So this is still a good success. It wasn't just like a crazy exceptional success,
Right.
But it's still successful. You want to describe how it goes down?
Yeah, I think that the we're kind of going in slightly incognito, and it's the incognito is the big hats and the sunglasses and the coats. Until I think it's been kind of staged to where in we'll say hall 25 over here,
Okay.
right next to the room, there's like a big okay, let me see what room 25 is. It's the Nubian room. That doesn't help me. How about room 21?
Why don't you do something in the Greek room?
I was gonna say oh, that's fun. In the Greek room, yeah, I just saw that was 21. So in the one opposite the hall, then in 21 there is a huge. It almost looks like a fuck it. If I'm spending money, it's like a statue of Cerberus.
Yes.
Yes.
Big. It looks like a like one of those like the lions outside of the New York Public Library. Like it's big and it's boxy, and the whole thing is like you can tell as we're kind of walking through that there's like people who are like checking their phones and looking around to see when are they going to show up, what's going to happen, and then the big reveal is that's where all of our kit is inside of it. And Kiva is going to give it one swift kick and shatter the statue.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh my god. Yes.
It was a plant, but inside is like a bandstand. Like the drum set and the guitars and all that shit. And we throw off our clothes dramatically like an anime, and we got the outfits on underneath, and then like the power chords begin. Yeah, and everybody like shrieks and realizes that's what's going on.
I'm imagining her seeing like Brie Larson did in Scott Pilgrim, seeing Black Sheep.
Oh yeah,
I don't know why. I've been thinking about that movie.
That's kind of the vibe, honestly. Sometimes, I mean, she's got a fiddle, so we'll figure that out as well. But
dude,
it's one of the harder
I can
songs.
See it.
So, can you tell me?
Sure there's
I'm not gonna ask you to like tell me like the title of the song or anything like that. But can you tell me like, is it a sad one? Is it a happy one? Is it a love song?
Oh no, it's fucking
Is it a
intense.
spy?
No, it's not a spy song. No, but it's like it's one of the more intense. Like this is like a Flogging Molly adjacent. This is from the angsty half of our album that we released. It's a B-side, but it's a great one. Because the whole gimmick that we're saying is that we're using the CCTV is going to be some of the footage for the music video. So it's all about like busting down the establishment. That's why she vandalizes the museum to start it. Like that's the whole it's part of the show. When really it's just incredibly loud.
So how does your one threshold success help Johnny?
I think that there is a guard between 23 and 24. And as she comes up the stairs to that second level, she catches the eye of the guard, who like is also kind of checking his phone, like, oh, when's this shit gonna, like maybe he's
he
a
just
fan.
so happens to be a fan.
And she's gonna like stop because the
God.
security guard's supposed to be looking out for people. He looks over at her, and she's just gonna kind of lower her sunglasses and give a little bit of a wink, and then turn away. Because the guard is 100% abandoning that post to come and watch.
I love that.
All right. While the stage has been set in room 21, a different stage is being made up over in room 24 as Johnny sort of maybe sneaks behind the band. I guess you need to tell me how you're going to do it, Johnny.
Well, I'm imagining, because both Johnny and Wiley have to be there.
Yes.
Johnny flips up his
I will say,
patch.
before I do this, Kiva, do you say anything to Johnny?
As
Okay.
Visual transition.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I think as Johnny's kind of passing by right before or right as the concert is starting, before the microphone is officially set up, she'll just give a whisper. It's like, you got 3 minutes. He's not paying attention.
Okay.
Now,
And what kind of
focus goes on to Johnny now, who's right next to Wiley. I assume that you guys are going in together, or
Yes.
Yeah, concurrently.
What Johnny's gonna do is gonna flip up his eye patch so that his chaos purview can be active and he can move flawlessly through the crowd.
Okay, so your eye does a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah.
Word. So I would like to know what there are people who are still probably straggling. It's not the event has not really like cleared the room. There are still people in the Nefertiti room.
Yes, exactly.
So what do you have them see, or are you going like? Yeah, describe it to me.
Well, currently he's just gonna be using the purview for him, and he'll grab onto like Wiley and just like pull him along.
Oh.
So they can both like go through the crowds.
Okay.
And like position themselves into like the front of the Nefertiti statue, like where the latch is. And then what he wants to do is he would like
Andromeda's being a great fan right now.
right. I was gonna say he either wants to use his deception basically to create a miracle of them being like completely invisible.
Okay, so you want to use you want to make a deception miracle.
Yes.
To basically create a mirage or an illusion that you're not there, or that something else is there.
That nothing is happening to the statue.
Okay.
So like a little bubble around it, like I'm sure that sure there's a glass box, but there's also like velvet railing that's like circling it to keep people like from touching it.
Yeah.
So that's just going to be the perimeter of the bubble, and just Johnny and Wiley just have to step through.
Got it.
And then they're invisible.
Okay, so you're basically your job in this situation is to keep every eyes off you guys, and Wiley's job is to make the switch.
Basically open up the case, and like we work together to open up. He opens up the case.
He opens up the case, and he's gonna make the switch.
He takes the statue. I set it in.
Yeah.
Wait, how are we getting out?
Well, that's gonna be Wiley's concern.
Yeah.
That's Wiley's concern, essentially. So Johnny is facilitating the swap to happen.
Okay.
Wiley is going to have to basically figure out how to get out. And whatever
Okay.
bonuses that Johnny gives you is going to help you towards that getting out. So
I have this.
So it may be residual deception miracle, or it might be something else entirely.
Wow.
Let's find out. So you are going to try and you're going to spend a legend point to do the miracle, right? What role is this going to be? Obviously, I feel like you're going to be using either your manipulation or cunning.
Why, of course.
And I think this is probably going to be a subterfuge roll, right? You have the one bonus afforded, the one enhancement that's afforded to you because of Kiva's distraction. You still need. There has been no increase in the difficulty. So now you know. So you know kind of what number you need.
I imagine when his eye goes off, it does like a small little like flicker of light before, like in his head, the loudness of the room starts to mute and slowly like turn to whispers.
That your eye has deception on it, right?
It has chaos. He himself is naturally deceptive.
So are you going to spend another legend point to essentially cause chaos and deception to happen, miracles to happen, so that way you can efficiently kind of navigate around this situation? Or
maybe the chaos will pop. Sure, I'll do that. Maybe the chaos will pop up after we both get out of the bubble and it shatters.
That's really depends on you, honestly, how that chaos is going to pan out.
Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, it's whatever you want to do, Chief, but I just want to know how much legend you're spending in this situation.
I'll say fuck it, I'll do 2, and this will be very cool to my dad, mom, because it's a tricky thing I'm doing.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Trixie.
I'm gonna say that because
Johnny gets his first tail.
I'm saying because you are spending, because you're spending your legend, just sort of like how Jay spent his legend to create a miracle. I'm gonna call this a feat of scale. Right? So you're gonna whatever successes you have, it's gonna get doubled, right? You did it twice.
Okay.
So quadruple.
Sweet.
Okay.
Sweet.
I didn't get quadruple when I spent 2 legend, but go off. Do
well,
it.
I mean,
I spent mine differently, I know.
You spent yours differently, and also Johnny is losing all of his legend.
I'll describe how the bubble shatters after we make the switch and we step out.
Yeah, this might be a little bit more chaotic than you intend. You're basically...
Oh, yeah. I'm intending.
Do you see the knob? You turned it all the way.
We turn all the virtue.
You turned it all the way, so this
You're
is going to be... This may actually provide complications.
Wait. I can do something so that he can...
Nope, this is Johnny's time.
No, hold on. It won't tip the virtue scale.
No.
No, I'm saying this is going to be chaotic afterwards.
This is going to be chaotic afterwards. Whatever Johnny... This is Johnny's choice to spend the 2 legend point in Chaos and Deception to make this happen is going to...
It's basically going to grab everyone's attention back from the show.
No, my point was I thought you were saying like his virtue scale was going to be tipped.
No, I said that jokingly, but who knows?
I don't think it actually...
That's all my thing has to do with. Never mind.
Depends on the situation. But okay, so subterfuge and either cunning or manipulation, your score is going to be quadrupled. You have a +1 enhancement.
Can I spend some momentum?
If you want to make this a really ridiculous number.
We got 2 left.
I thought we had 3 left.
You got 3 left.
What? Did we have 6?
Well, somebody botched, remember?
Jay
That's
botched
it.
Yeah, Jay botched.
So
can I spend half the... Has anyone spent half the momentum pool for this
I've
scene?
spent half.
Yes, half has already been spent in this
spend
scene.
It again.
But you can spend it again, but it's the same scene. So you're not going to
I won't get any XP
You won't
for
get
that.
the extra XP for it. But if you want to make
But what is a montage if not many different scenes?
Shut up.
Exactly.
Just
Can't
kidding.
go buy that one cheap.
Michael, you're speaking my language.
No, it's a language I never wanted to speak.
I would like to spend 2.
All right, so you get 2 extra dice in your dice pool to go with it. Whatever number of successes you get, we're going to times it by 4, and that's going to be and like I said, it's going to cause complications. I will say this because you are going the extra mile.
I'm just gonna click for my subterfuge. I'm just gonna like click that, so I'll be rolling with 10.
Yeah.
Dice. 8. Wait, no, 16. Plus
Just a
1.
fuck loss.
17.
17. So, you have threshold successes.
This game fucking broken.
This is, well, to be fair, you got to think of what Legend does.
Oh yeah.
You know, so this is kind of...
This is fucking great.
We have 9 threshold successes.
Right.
Some of those is going to go towards Wiley, but some of them are going to cause some complications.
They're not going to buy off any complications?
They're going to cause complications because what's happening is that you are expending all of your power in this moment.
It's going to be fun.
You're expending all of your power in this moment. And for the moment in which it will help Wiley, it's going to be able to help, right? Because you are...
Sorry, that's figured. I'd just be like...
That's a good idea.
That'd be the easiest
That is a
way.
good idea. I don't think Taylor's in the Twitch chat
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry.
to see that. So you might
I
want
always
to...
forget.
You might want to throw it into the Roll20 chat.
Sure, I'll retype it.
What I was going to say is, for the purposes of helping Wiley do the switcheroo, you are going to provide 4 out of your 9 threshold successes, right?
God damn it.
However, 5 complication is going to come in because
It's going to be fun.
because you lose control of the chaos.
It's going to be fine. It's going to be great.
Tell me now, Johnny.
Yes, Papa?
How does the illusion twist?
The illusion itself twists as we're doing this.
It's going to change into fucking nightmare fuel. So how does it turn into nightmare fuel? Like, it could be either like the noise gets, because you originally were using the chaos to mask your noise. So you could say Kiva's music video is about to turn into a Manson video. You might not be able to use the sound recording. You might just need to use the visuals. But like, you're using the chaos to help you. But how does the chaos fight back? How does the chaos make it harder? I'll let you figure it out if you want to, but I could also add to it.
So, the bubble itself, eventually it just starts to turn the image and like spin it until it just gets to a point where it's going so fast that the image is just warping until it, like, just a blend of, like, only colors that Mantis Shrimp can fucking comprehend.
We've gone shrimp.
Only mantis
We've
shrimp.
gone.
Only a fucking shrimp.
Advanced colors.
I have to open up the Conca really quick because I need to check to see what happens when you fate bind people under Trickster.
What?
Catch me getting another call.
Johnny's gonna get more
I'm
face
starting
biting
my
than
call.
me.
I'm starting my call right here, right now. And as the colors start to spin, the whispers and the noise from the crowd starts to turn into like an explosive, contagious
I'm trying to see.
laughter.
I'm just trying to see it how I want it to go down because I might just make it for everybody, but I want to see kind of what that looks like. Okay. So the images that you were using to mask you start warping and changing, maybe even kaleidoscoping.
Yeah.
And maybe that's what makes it so that people will notice what happens. So Wiley.
And then I imagine like it's the humming that first like started it in his mind now is coming like out projecting, and it slowly turns into louder and louder. It starts to warp into louder and laughter, like laughing until the point
Children's
it becomes,
laughter.
yes, unbelievably contagious. And the bubble will keep growing until this switch off is done before it shatters in an ear-splitting pop.
All right, I know exactly.
Johnny, are you sure you're not Beetlejuice?
I know how this was gonna go. Wiley,
Oh, no.
Wiley,
He is Beetlejuice.
He's Beetlejuice.
Why did we never realize?
Wiley.
Yes, Papa. Stealing statues. No.
It is your turn. The chaos has not reached the cacophony that it's about ready to reach. However,
cheers, mate. I'm gonna become virtuous. Cheers.
You will have
join me.
In addition to the difficulty, which is 8. We've been at a difficulty 8 for each of our rounds because you guys have not technically failed them, right? You've just succeeded them. However, there is a complication coming your way.
Things are about to get fucking wacky.
There is you have 4 bonus dice, not bonus dice. You have 4 enhancement from Johnny's original thing. However, so that'll help towards your difficulty, right? But there's a 5 complication. So technically, you need to succeed 13 times. You need 13 successes to be able to negate this whole thing completely.
Hey Jesse, how can Lee Bao help?
Wiley, just use your fucking thing. Go crazy. Go stupid. Like me. Just go crazy, go stupid, and view 2 of your legend.
I only have 1 legend.
Then use your 1 legend. It'll double it.
One legend will double your roll. Because it's a feat of scale.
And you just need 6.5 successes.
And again, there are other characters that are available that haven't been utilized, quote unquote, utilized.
You can say we use Li Bao and we both teleport out of there.
Yeah,
but we have to get to him.
He may. It doesn't matter. Li Bao probably knows that something bad is happening. It doesn't matter.
He uses his cat ears and is like, "Oh God, that noise!"
The second Jay sees a sandworm come out of the fucking tiles, he's gonna be like, "Can you go check on them, please?"
It's bleeding. Like the chaos is bleeding.
Reality is bleeding. I literally have a boon called Overwhelming Chaos.
The reality is bleeding right now. Maybe even going into where the hallway is, where Kiva's band is going. So we can say that Li Bao knows something's going to happen and kind of rushes over there to help. Regardless,
hey, I'm destroying the world.
Your role has to be the switch, and your role and whatever successes you get. And if you say like, I'm going to do the switch and we're going to use Li Bao to get the fuck out, that could be what happens, and you can leave as long as you succeed.
Okay.
Which, just to succeed, is 8 successes. Okay? Just to succeed is 8 successes.
Okay.
The 5 complication, you don't have to buy that off if you don't want to.
We can just let shit hit the fan.
Please buy off.
Wiley is very concerned and does not want shit to hit the fan.
Kiva doesn't want to be blamed for this.
It could be a very it could help Kiva. It could be an elaborate thing.
Yeah, as long as they don't know that the bust was stolen, it was just for the vid. It was just great special.
It's all for the gram.
So what are you thinking you want me to roll?
Well, you got to tell me which you're gonna do the swap, right?
What boons or purviews or knacks help you?
Epic dexterity.
You have epic dexterity, right? So you could spend a legend point to just say,
you have sneaky shit?
Do it in a miraculous way, right? And then I just have you roll a subterfuge, dexterity roll or something like that, right?
Because you could say you can use your relic and call upon like a fucking roadrunner, and you just do it super fucking fast.
Yeah. So those are ways. So you feel like you have your boons that allow you to have the embodiment of an animal, which we can say you take the embodiment of X animal that gives you enhancement bonus towards this roll, which is going to be you actually doing the swap.
A mantis shrimp's fucking punch. You just freaking.
No, I
switch
break it.
No,
Become
you fucking
mantis shrimp.
you go super fast. You just switch it.
Look, Wiley, if you become a mantis shrimp, you'll understand whatever the fuck chaos is happening right now.
I think
You'll
I will
understand
transcend
the
reality
colors.
and ascend to godhood then. Just from witnessing.
Imagine all the people getting fate bound right now.
I
Can't wait.
Oddly enough, the Mission Impossible theme still works.
Right?
can I never mind, that's stupid. I mean, like, I thought I was rolling for something else, so it's my bad that I wasn't prepared. I mean, I have epic dexterity, so I can argue that it would be efficient and careful.
Yeah, no. If
Wouldn't necessarily be quick.
you want to be, if you want to make it a miracle to say like, because I have epic dexterity as a purview, I am capable of feats of epic dexterity. I move so quick that I phase through solid matter.
This becomes a Quicksilver scene, like from fucking Days of Future Past.
Yeah.
Those scenes are so good.
And that will just straight up double your successes.
I mean, fair. We'll go with
And
that.
then you say, as you do it, and then Li Bao teleports you guys to another museum.
Okay, yeah.
The museum it's supposed, the one in Cairo.
Yeah, the one in Cairo.
We're already there. We
Excuse me, ma'am. I believe this is yours.
No, technically, I mean, I guess Jay probably said where to meet.
Yeah. So that could
really
be
do a switch off.
So, like, we're gonna flavor it.
Face down, fucking having a seizure in the sand.
I don't remember where we're meeting him.
You guys.
Details.
Those are details that don't matter right now.
Okay.
What I want to know is, do you spend the legend? And
yeah, I'm gonna have to.
And are you gonna try and buy off the complication?
How do I buy off the complication?
Have more successes than 8.
So,
it's a 5. It's a difficulty 8, complication 5.
8 to do it, 5 to do it without any negative repercussions.
Taylor, and you can use your boons to be like, hey, I either get an advancement or knocked off a complication for that.
What?
What shit you got that could help?
Nothing.
You
can literally
use your.
I can't use animal aspect.
Why
I
not?
have 1 point of legend.
Oh.
That's why I'm confused.
So
use the last bit of our fucking momentum.
So
I'm gonna have to.
So you're gonna spend a legend point to cause a miracle for epic dexterity, which is going to raise it to a feat of scale, which means that whatever you roll is going to be doubled.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you got any pluses?
You got 4. You got
in the bank from donations.
You got 4. You got 4 enhancements. Listen. You got 4 enhancements from Johnny. So really, in order to succeed, you just need 4 successes. Not even.
Which means you just need 2.
Which means you just need 2.
I want to buy off those complications.
Well, then worry about. Let's see how high you get, and we'll figure that out. But so you already have 4 auto successes in the bank. You're gonna roll a dexterity and subterfuge.
Subterfuge.
Quick, look at the other skills. See if you can argue.
I was gonna try and argue close combat because I'm gonna have to grapple Johnny to get him out.
What about athletics?
I mean, yeah, that too.
I mean, technically, I feel like you don't have to get Johnny out. I mean, it's mostly you and the bust. Like, Johnny
You could just leave Johnny having a seizure on the floor.
And I'm just trying to not use subterfuge.
Oh,
yeah, Johnny's got
athletics.
You can use athletics to do a Quicksilver.
Yeah, I'm just saying that Johnny will probably just easily, quickly assimilate with the rest of us.
Yes, and Johnny can also use his "It wasn't me."
Yeah,
because basically the chaos from the complication is what's going to cause people to actually look over and see that somebody has stolen the bust.
Okay.
If the complication is not bought off.
Yeah.
But if the complication is not bought off, that doesn't mean that this is a failure. It just means that
something weird happened.
Something very strange happened.
Instead of puck underneath, it's It's Gil.
No.
I really did open the fucking portal.
It's a bust of Nefertiti with a golden tooth. Ah, it was me.
The
I
whole
get my six and
time.
The
tail.
whole time.
So your role, whatever it may be, first of all, is going to be doubled because you are acting in such a legendary fucking way. Li Bao is going to be there to teleport you to another museum across the fucking planet. You're not even just down the just in another continent.
The roles have reversed. I am not the coyote. I am the roadrunner.
You are Roadrunner. Meet me.
You are meep meep.
Me.
You got this. It's fine.
I'm dexterity and athletics. Sorry, I was stressed because I thought I was rolling for
motherfucker.
something else. and
Do
had
it.
a
Do you have
different
any? Do you have any specialties?
plan. I don't think climbing. Well, why did I put climbing? My athletics thing is running. That doesn't matter.
Running
Wait,
away.
it's running?
It's running.
Running.
You can
What else?
run and meet Li Bao.
That can be it.
Oh, I
That
thought
could
you
be
guys
a
were
thing.
shaming me for making my specialty in athletics running. I'm like, what do you want me to do?
No,
Bad
that's a good thing.
No, it's a good thing. We can use that as an enhancement.
Let me
So
play
you can
football.
So you got 5 enhancements now.
And remember,
I'm
when
rolling-
You,
I'm
when
doing
you roll
dex-
it, you roll with an additional dice because you're using the last.
The last momentum.
Yes. So okay, we know I'm rolling with athletics. I have 3 dots in it, but can I just put close combat down because I have 4 dots in it, so I don't have to roll the extra dice?
That makes sense to me.
Yeah, that makes sense. Just roll that, and we know it's okay. So
Plus 5 enhancements.
plus 5 enhancements is 9.
Doubled.
Doubled is
We did it.
18.
You did
We
it.
did it.
There you go.
We fucking did it.
You got 5 threshold successes on top of the complications. Stunt this bitch.
Fucking finesse this.
So, Taylor, the floor is yours.
Oh,
How
that's
awesome is it when you steal the bust of Nefertiti, avoid and managing to see through the chaos to be able to get out of the space and meet up with Li Bao, who basically just grabs you by the arm
and we're gone.
and you're gone.
They
I'm
leap toward each
imagining-
other and embrace in midair like the Matrix.
We kiss tenderly
Ew.
and head to the museum.
Ew.
I'm kidding.
God. The Mission Impossible music.
Anyways, so I'm imagining that Wiley's just kind of waiting there, like tapping his foot, while Johnny kind of gets the shit going.
Johnny starts to fade into the 5th dimension.
And then
like his gaze is just
Johnny
not there.
there's
becomes
probably
Lawnmower Man.
there's probably a clue that something's going wrong with Johnny, because like originally you probably saw like, okay, we're shielded, and
yeah,
then
it's just like
suddenly
his-
kaleidoscope.
You go into the mirror dimension.
Johnny, I did not want to go to the fucking 80s skating rink. What the fuck?
I remember those
He'll
times. They
just
were
give
bad.
you no response. He's staring directly at the Nefertiti head, blank face, but you can see that his lip is slowly turning into a smile.
Does
Boy, tendrils
hey,
are spewing from
Hey,
him.
yeah, I was gonna say, like, Johnny, what does the Nefertiti head turn into?
Captain Hook.
He thinks, well, that's a great question.
Come on, something funny.
Something funny.
Or ominous?
Why not both? How about let's do a deformed scorpion centaur with its body tangled up, and it has a little top hat on the very top. Just a cute
yes.
one.
Christ.
I love it.
Wiley's gonna probably like grab the front of Johnny's shirt, try and get him out.
No,
Then
he's
he's
gone.
gonna look over.
He's lost in the sauce.
He's in the 9th monkey dimension.
You're shaking hands with apple chips right now.
I am.
I'm a great fan.
You're
I'm a
talking
fan
to
of your
Fitz.
work.
I'm the biggest fan.
Biggest
I'm the
fan.
biggest-
He's gonna drop the Johnny shirt, take his hair down, and tie it all back into a ponytail.
This is going.
And then-
This is going imperceivably fast. By the way.
Yes. And he is going to take a deep breath, take the open the latch, take the box from Johnny, quickly unwrap the box, grab the statue in one hand very carefully, but it's kind of haphazard because epic dexterity. So he's holding the bust of Nefertiti under his arm while he's trying to use both of his hands to try and get this box open to get the fake bust in.
Footballing this bitch like it's oh god.
He's like positioning it perfectly, and then he takes it and he holds it and he looks at it and he's like, "You better not break."
Well, the ram-headed god's gonna destroy you.
I'm gonna get smoked. I'm gonna be smoked.
So smote.
Smote.
And Wiley.
I'm gonna be smoked. That's so funny.
And he is going to pull his mask up and book it. Like it's like he's physically having to push through the oddity, like through these non-Euclidean shapes, trying to get out of the bubble. And then if people on the outside are looking, they're like, what the fuck? You just see the two like glowing yellow eyes.
The thing is,
you can see anything.
The thing is that because you bought through that complication,
yeah,
no one's gonna see. People are lost in the sauce equally.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, if.
Yeah.
And then Wiley's gonna book it. He has never run this fast in his life. He has this bust, and he's just bobbing and weaving and dodging. And as soon as he sees Lee Bao, he just tackles into him.
Oh God! You're lucky you have.
With the force of a fucking train.
You're lucky you have so many fucking threshold successes, because I'm about ready to be mad.
With the force of a fucking train,
and
slams into Lee Bao.
Cinematically, I'm imagining that as soon as he makes contact, they're gone. And then they land on the ground at the art museum in the place where they are supposed to meet the professor.
Like they were supposed to meet somewhere in the middle of the desert. I'm not gonna lie.
It doesn't matter. It's in the art museum now. That's how many threshold successes we got.
He's there.
It's in the guy's office.
He's a god. He can figure out where the fuck we are.
And I'm imagining they tumble into this art museum.
Maybe abandoned. Maybe it's like a hall that's a work in progress.
Fucking tumble.
Wiley just kind of tucks and rolls. I'm sorry I did that.
It's okay.
Please
tell me it's not broken.
It's not. And he's laying on the ground on his back, holding it up. Something ain't right with that boy, I tell you.
I'll get the rest.
That boy ain't right.
I'll get it. I'll get everybody else.
Right. I'll just
well, Lee Bao might not want to come back.
Right, I'll blend in. You got it.
Just don't move.
I don't want to. Be careful. Johnny's doing some weird shit.
Johnny, yeah. So here's the thing. You have jumped through God knows what kind of chaoticness to get out of that situation. Luckily, because of your bot complications, this chaos does not go beyond the room, and in sort of like everything just kind of gets sucked back up, like in the moment, kind of all back into Johnny's eye, like the force of like all the chaos.
I kind of want it to explode outward, but it only like contain in the room, and then it sucks back in.
Oh God!
It's not like a kinetic explosion. You know,
mental explosion.
Yeah, it's more like a visual like thing, and the.
I would like to spin it because I have blinding glory on the eye. It just all the colors just fucking blind people as this explosion happens before it sucks back in like a fucking black hole.
Yes.
It looks super pretty in Kiva's music video, by the way. It just looks like awesome lighting effects.
It was awesome. Yeah. From 2 fucking rooms away.
but there's enough light that it's shine through.
It's like the light of
Oh, yeah.
God.
And it
When
just
glory is a sun boon. It's fucking bright.
Yeah.
it affects the space in a way. And yes, some of that chaos was bleeding out and stuff like that, but right back into your eye.
And for everyone in the room, it's so like the laughter is like
It
so
dies,
loud that
but
it's
it's
just-
gone.
right.
The moment
But
it's back
when
in,
it explodes,
yeah,
it's ear splitting.
yeah, the moment it's back in, it's almost like it never happened, and you can like very carefully like.
Can it knock Johnny on his ass?
Sure.
And then he just slowly
right
just
back
puts
over
it
the
back
velvet
down.
rope,
Yeah.
like nothing ever happened.
Like nothing ever happened. And maybe, and you look up and you see the busted Nefertiti still in the case.
He's just gonna sit there on the floor just to like take a moment for himself.
The music is still going on in the background and probably in a great kind of crescendo. You know, you guys finish the song, people are cheering and stuff like that. And Jay, you'll see Lee Bao is like
I feel like Jay was probably in the process of going towards where the bright light was coming from because he was kind of worried.
yeah.
And then he stops.
Yeah, Lee Bao is has apparated, if you will, back next to you, just like
Are you okay? Is everything alright?
yeah, it's done.
Great.
We just need to get out of here now.
Yeah, what was that bright light? I thought I heard children laughing maniacally.
I did not see it. Either that or I did not comprehend what I just saw.
Jay just kind of like leans slightly over to see Johnny sitting there flat on his ass, looking up at the statue. He's like,
Fucking pawing at his own eye.
Johnny.
Can I just say that the moment that Lee Bao said "it's done" is when the song ended, and it was perfect. Like in my ear, I mean, like the Mission Impossible song resolved right.
oh, that's funny. Oh, okay, so we should probably. Where did you take Wiley?
Cairo?
Oh, then we should probably get going. I'll go get Johnny.
Yeah.
And he kind of paps Lee Bao, and he's like, catch your breath first. And he kind of rushes over to kind of see Johnny still on the floor, I'm assuming. And
Yes.
Yeah, he's like vigorously pawing at his eye.
He kind of like kneels down very quickly and, hands on his shoulders. And he's like, hey, are you okay?
Yeah, we did it right?
Yeah, I think so. Are you sure you're okay?
You are. I will describe the condition that you probably have, like, and this is probably going to be a condition that you have until you actually do a sacrifice, because you've expended all of your legend. I'm going to go with spiritually exhausted, and that's a condition that you have.
Okay.
So you can add that to your conditions on your character sheet. Just spiritually exhausted, and in order to remove that condition, you need to do a proper sacrifice.
Okay.
Proper paying tribute to your godparent.
Johnny Tai won't go 9-9.
Jay will kind of like try to help Johnny up, and he'll say, "You look kind of drained, but what was that? What was that bright light? And I heard like children or something."
Oh, I was just, I was making a, so no one see us. It's fine.
Okay.
It worked out.
Okay. And then he kind of like, gingerly kind of like paps the shoulder that's connected to the arm where you're kind of pawing at your eye patch. And he goes, "Okay, we'll definitely take a break after this, okay?"
Yeah, I have to, yeah, okay.
Okay. We'll head back to Lee Bao. We'll go to Cairo. One of us can do the transport. You can rest too. And then he'll kind of like offer like his shoulder to kind of like help you to kind of wander back towards Kiba, who's like, no autographs.
Yeah, at this point, like the show has ended. Kiva was on horseback for the last verse. It was awesome. Because Nettle can fly and is also incorporeal, so it looked really fucking cool.
Especially with
God.
the scary children laughter.
Yeah. Don't worry
Johnny
about
will
the
take
laughter.
the shoulder in the form of just like holding on to the void jacket.
Yeah. Gerald.
But
wraps around you.
Kiva will do the, like you said, the no autograph sort of situation, and as part of the bit, they're gonna get chased out for vandalizing the museum. That's the end of the video.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then they see us all disappear.
Yeah, right. So we're running out, and it's the good excuse to leave the fucking museum really quickly.
Yeah, that's perfect. I love that. That's actually really fun. As you guys kind of escape and stuff like that, leave the museum in an arranged manner, and you probably have made arrangements to get your band equipment, transported out, and stuff like that. These are big manager arrangements that were already made. The big goal is to make it back to Cairo, which, regardless of how you do it, is kind of either using Neverland or using Li Bao, which I recommend using Li Bao because he left Wiley in the middle of a museum.
Wiley's just doing this.
I also don't think
not moving.
Nani would trust Johnny to drive in this state.
Yeah, you're drunk,
Yeah.
kid.
You've
But
been drunk before, but now you're drunk.
yeah, and you can probably request that Neverland Camp get brought over to Cairo so you guys can navigate around later or whatever.
What am I, your fucking chauffeur?
Nutty goes, why I oughta.
Why I oughta
Take it up with my dad.
dad, mom. You guys make it to the museum, and yes, I think because of the fact that the legend that was spent in that single instant was so massive. This is the first time you guys have spent a lot of legend, and now I understand the feat of scale because I read a whole bunch on it really quickly. But I understand it a little bit better, and I will explain it later a little bit better. But we spent a lot of legend, which means that there was a big power surge that happened at that museum. You know what I mean? Enough that maybe there were enough people that were like gods that were like, what the fuck just happened over there? That were in the know.
Can my dad, mom see and
no,
TikTok will be noticed.
At the very least, there were a lot of gods that saw that something happened over there. Much like when you guys faced Narcissus and there was a big event and stuff like that. Kind of similar. This was like,
look, we don't even have to beat Metal Snake. Legend 3, let's go.
No, that's not. This isn't Legend 3.
Alright, we're done here.
But this definitely is building up to like you guys ascending to your next legend point. But you guys look like there are gods that definitely did some side eye, and in respect to that, Knum.
Well, you called him. I think in the Scion book it's Aten.
Atem, yeah. So Atem.
He has multiple names.
Knows that you guys did it. And when you manage to make you guys reunite, possibly in that same work in progress hallway of the museum, and reconvene in the way that you need to reconvene, like Wiley's still like this, the whole time.
He told him to not move, and he is too terrified to do anything else because he knows he pissed Li Bao off.
So you have the characters maybe running down the empty hallway towards Wiley, who's like just still standing like this, hands up, and Wiley, you hear footsteps heavier that are walking in the opposite direction towards you.
He jolts and pulls it close to himself.
It's your new dad.
And the professor,
Adoption.
the good professor, is there to peer down at you, and Wiley, you get the feeling this is not just some nutty professor.
Yeah.
That's why the footsteps were so heavy. It was the clumps.
And that's so fucking funny.
I'm sorry, it got me.
That's good. That's very good. You will see the professor who reaches down and says, "Easy now, let it go."
You let it go before it's in his hand and shatters.
No, Wiley will gingerly hand it to him.
The biggest faux pas.
Okay, and then let it go. In time for you guys to kind of rush up, and you'll see him holding the bust of Nefertiti, and he's not actually holding it. There's like clearly there's clearly air, below that's kind of floating it on his hand, but it looks almost like he's holding it.
It's like a bad Photoshop job.
And he says, "Good job. Just what I needed."
Imagine like Jay, who just got done running and has only 2 dots in athletics. He's like, "You're welcome. We tried to do it as fast as we could. Thank you. I'm pretty sure that helped. Mutually beneficial, yeah."
I'm looking forward to seeing that music video.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a hell of a thing.
I am too. I think it would be cool.
And you're invited to the grand opening of Nefertiti's wing. When we've fixed it up.
That was, we ended up in.
Welcome to it.
Oh. Sorry to roll all over the floor.
Well, we'll definitely show up. Whenever.
Breathe, Jay.
Whenever that is.
Whenever that is. Do you need a passage back home?
No, it should be fine. I have rats. I have a squirrel.
Ravitosh, I think the name is.
Ratatusk.
Ravitusk.
Rat.
There's
a squirrel.
There's a squirrel that can drive a really big mini Yggdrasil tree.
We're fine, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, we appreciate it though. We do.
Oh, I appreciate what you've done for me.
Well, if there's anything else we can return, I'm sure we'd be happy to do it. Though they might start making a correlation between Kiva's band doing the music videos and ancient artifacts being returned to where they belong.
We can just come up with other ways to do it.
I trust you will, and I'll keep you in mind for any more repatriation needs I have.
Have my eyes on the Luxor.
More like he's looking at London and being like, "You're next, bitch." Well, the shit they have over there, I would love to get the Rosetta Stone back.
God.
Oh yeah, and what you've done is essentially reclaimed a relic. Even though it's not an empowered relic, it is something important to the Pantheon or important to the country, which will essentially help the Pantheon itself gain power. Oftentimes when people trade relics or reclaim relics and stuff like that have power, you are essentially giving power to that Pantheon that's associated with. Regardless, you have the thanks of the god of artistry from the Egyptian Pantheon. Well done. You have some, good shit with the Netgear, which is kind of fine because you already have a friend in the Netgear already. I mean, technically not part of the Netgear, but you know what I mean.
I'm sure Bethany's also going to be invited to the Nefertiti bust exhibit opening.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, because they want the Luxor back.
They're gonna get the Bass Pro Shop first, and then they'll go for the Luxor.
That's our next fucking heist.
That's what Wiley gives
entirety
him.
of the Bass Pro Shop.
I will go sort of claim the narrative, if you will, if that's okay with you guys.
Please God, take it.
Okay, so
I don't want to drop it.
Yeah, I'll take the narrative really quickly as you find your way returning back to home, because technically the heist is not over yet.
We gotta see what happened.
Technically, it's not over yet, and Puck demands that you all have a watch party.
Yes.
As she pulls up what is essentially people who are like live streaming their experience at the museum.
Oh my god.
You know what I mean? Like on Facebook.
Yes.
And it's not somebody that she knows. She just found it. And she has full intentions of doing what she's about ready to do.
And it just so happens to be the person that's now fate bound to Kiva. I'm kidding.
And the button, however, the mechanism is there, and so you guys are all watching on the big screen.
Imagine it's just a big cartoony plunger.
Wiley has a big bowl of popcorn.
Yeah, are we
And
back?
everybody's eating out of it.
Yeah, like
Where are we,
Johnny's
by the
just
way?
Let's say
absolutely in
Hawaii.
a ball of
Okay.
blanket.
I figured we were in Hawaii.
Yeah, Jay's got the fucking like the private theater in his house. We gotta go there.
it's the perfect place for everybody to kind of chill and watch. You know, like everybody.
Johnny's just curled up in a ball, just waiting.
Johnny's
Coping.
Yeah, coping. You know, everybody's kind of like getting popcorn, you know, and stuff like that because this is a big deal. It's kind of fun.
We make Johnny a comfy nest to help recuperate.
We burrito him.
He becomes a safety burrito. Give him favorite snack.
Give him stick.
So Puck is standing in front of, like, next to the TV, and she's just like, "It is time. All of our good work culminating to this moment.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to thank the
Oh,
Academy
Michael.
for all this.
Don't forget your mom.
We don't talk about her mom.
If my mom
The
was
distant look.
if my mom was watching from heaven or Fox Heaven,
Literal Fox Heaven.
I think that she would say," and Puck says something in actual Fox.
We just don't understand it because it's actual yipping.
It's actual
Wiley just nods thoughtfully.
It's actually Fox talking. Because Puck's
Inserts clip of Finnegan laughing from YouTube.
Yes.
it's because Puck's mom is actually like an actual,
like an actual
fox.
Oh my god.
Puck's mom is actually a fox.
Have you seen her? She's a fox.
Anyway,
She's a fucking
So she got hit by a
fox,
semi.
barely a foot tall.
so Puck will press the button and you'll see the live stream happen, and you'll see it in all of its glory as people are maybe like reacting naturally to, like, you know, so and so, you know, watching live streaming the fucking video, and then you'll see the squand sort of disintegrate
Come up with
around
a different word.
the sand that is basically
Kinetic sand.
the kinetic sand that has basically formed the Nefertiti bust suddenly
The kinetic
starts to
sand.
melt away like the sand of the Sahara Desert, just falling down the pedestal onto the floor, which, because of the air conditioning, it's causing the sand to kind of blow up and spin around around the bust that is now suddenly the bust of Puck.
Puck for TV.
And what a bust.
Puck
That was one of her specifications.
Yeah,
Fuck
her
for
titties
TV.
are in it.
Nefertiti.
And you can hear the people on the live stream gasp, and the security people are like, they're speaking out loud, and they're just like, you know, there's a lot of chaos that happens, and you'll see the numbers rise up, and Lindy will like nudge you, Kiva, and point towards her cell phone as the bust of Nefertiti hashtag becomes suddenly trending, and somebody, and then another tag goes Fox Thief, hashtag Fox Thief, and it becomes trending on all social media, if you will.
Yeah.
At the same time, the Museum of Cairo releases that they have the bust of Nefertiti in an official document.
Fuck yeah, we got
Fuck you.
we got 3 Twitter trends. Top trends.
So you have Cairo trending, Nefertiti.
We pull the Dream SMP. We're taking control.
And
Careful, one of us might die.
And no one knows what's going on, but the visual of the bust of Puck perpetuates. And when you guys look up from your phones, you'll see Puck by the TV, and her back is to you guys, and you'll see her wiggling her butt as a sixth tail has already appeared. It's like it's already there, and she's just wiggling it around.
She's testing the aerodynamics
excitedly.
Happy to have symmetrical tails again.
Yes, happy to have a nice even number of tails as she sort of wiggles and shows it off, sort of like jumping backwards so that her tail starts like smacking people. You know, she starts at Lee Bao and makes her way to Wiley and stuff like that because they're stinky.
I love Puck with my whole heart.
Regardless of the stinky comment.
And
Yes.
perhaps you guys enjoy your day with this goodness. And it's probably in the evening when you guys are settling down, maybe drinking around the fire and stuff like that, because you guys spent a long time working on, you know, both the thing in Russia and then this, so this is a good time to kind of relax. And on the beach, walking along the water, for a moment it kind of looks, it's an ethereal being in nature, kind of like this white shadow or mist that's kind of walking along the beach towards you, because you got property that has the beach.
Oh yeah.
Essentially. And when you guys notice it, it's almost like you have this feeling of nostalgia because all of you were visited once too. And you know that this is what it is, a visitation. As a being sort of manifests itself into something more solid, more humanoid in nature, a man walks to join you guys. And his hair is white. He's wearing basically like nice loose clothing, and you can see a single tail wrapped around like a belt.
It's the fantastic Mr. Fox.
It's Yusuke from Persona.
With
white hair.
His eyes are narrowed very tightly in that fox-like smile.
Hey, it's red.
In that fox-like smile, you know? So yeah, like kind of like red but white.
Does he have like fucking great eyeliner too?
On fleek.
Fucking amazing eyes.
On
Good.
fleek, beautiful. And he sort of like, Puck is like talking about like, oh my god, this was so great, and blah 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 blah, you know, constantly, and you guys are all looking like behind her.
I think Jay would
snaps her neck and she dies.
Jay would eventually, like, if she like doesn't notice at all, he just gently puts his hand on top of her head and just rotates her and be like, it's your time.
And she looks up at this guy, and she sort of like tilts her head and stands up almost too quickly, like almost like that same awkwardness, that giddy awkwardness that you all had. And he says, he speaks in that sort of like not quite, it's kind of like this musical kind of voice. So you must be Puck. I've heard a lot about you. And Puck says, I've heard a lot about you too. And before any of you guys can stop her, as he holds his hand out to shake her hand, or her paw, she opens her mouth and bites him. And that's where we're gonna end it.
Oh, we're all just like, no!
Meanwhile, Johnny is like, familiar.
Sorry, I stole from your shrine like a million times.
That's it, guys.
God, she fucking bit him.
I thought she was gonna hug him. That's worse. I know.
No, we're gonna have to get the jaws of life. Just like
It's God, there's this great anime
resonates.
called Azumanga Daioh, and there's this character that really loves cats, and every time she tries to pet a cat, it just chomps on her hand, and it's fucking hilarious. And I'll show you a link later. But we're done, guys. This is an episode of Immortal Odyssey. You know how it be, second edition style game where players play gods. You just saw us do a great heist and spend a lot of legend to get it to happen. I really liked today's session. I enjoyed the discussions. I enjoyed the talks and stuff like that. And I hope you guys enjoyed it too. We're going to be doing our regular outro like usual, where you say who you are, say who you played, say your favorite part, and what you're looking forward to as well. Everybody got to do some really cool stuff, so I'm really excited to see what that looks like. Also, if you want to plug a game, please do so. Let's start over with Var.
I'm Bar. I played Johnny this session. I had fun improving what the fuck. Just literally what the fuck. What was the literal chaos and dismay. I also really loved just the whole like scenes basically of each one of our characters getting to do their specialty. And fucking rocking the improv. And yeah, I can't really tie that into what other things I do.
There's not a really good way segue.
Yeah, not really. But I play on Monday as a Warlock of the Undying who currently is watching somebody get lashed for losing a child. She might step in, might.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And then on next Friday, I play a Bruja who just got done pulling our newest member of our coterie out of Tamisi dead.
She's not official yet, but she will be. Gotta get the fan club.
Yeah, gotta get the little fan club. Like, don't bite me, I'm a human, but also friend type thing going on.
Fish are friends, not food.
Exactly.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Var. I really enjoyed I really enjoyed Johnny basically taking it to 11 and seeing the consequences of taking it to 11. I think we can really work with that in the future. So that's pretty...
you know what they say. It's all according to the word.
Yes.
The word with the power. I'm kidding.
Power of the babe. Julian.
Hi, I'm Julian. One half of Jack LaHeron. I have played Jay, who did an artistry thing and did cool things with Squand. I felt like the chaos thing was very fun and interesting, and everything. And the end of the session is probably all I probably could have ever asked for, because I know why she bit him. But we'll have to wait for everyone else to find out.
He's stinky.
He's very stinky.
Yeah.
According to Puck, anyway. But we'll have to figure out the reasons why next session. I play in the aforementioned Monday game. I play Sad Boy Hour's Light Cleric, who is struggling with faith, and apparently he found a denizen of faith. Assuming there's probably some sort of like Catholic saint relic thing there, but we'll have to figure that out later. I run the VTM Chronicle Vampire exclamation point at the disco, where our coterie just got done saving a human, and one of our members will be touching base with another human who kind of pulled everybody into this mess. So we'll kind of see how that goes, and we'll also see what happens when that other human decides to break into the disco in broad daylight, when you motherfuckers are asleep. So we'll see how that goes.
Terrible things.
It'll be fine. It's not like she'll run into Lilu or Omen or something like that.
And John was like, wait, whomst? Who are you talking about? Well, you should have been paying attention. Let's go over to Michael.
Hello. Sorry, I'm busy finding more gifs of things biting other things. My name is Michael. I played Kiva. It was great. I love the I mean, just the heist itself, which was like half the session, but still, or more than half the session. It was real good. I always love a heist. It reminded me how much I really want to play Blades in the Dark again, and other games like it, like fun, like heist. I always like a heist, and this was great. You can check me out here every Friday, where I am alternately in this game and in the vampire game. I was not there last time, so I'm very interested to see how my character gets to react to all this bullshittery that's been going on. But I am also here on Mondays, where I run our Curse of Strahd game, Symphony of Sorrow. A lot of very intense stuff happened last session, where the party did a break-in, and Dunn got catched, and luckily it was a good person that caught them. So we get to see the rest of the adventures in Vallaki kind of panning out, as we kind of left everybody on a little bit of a cliffhanger last week. So I'm very excited about that. That's it.
Good. Let's go over to Taylor.
Hi, I played Wiley and I did a fast. And now I have to actually talk to my dad.
You feel like you have to talk to him?
I have no legend anymore.
Yeah, you're gonna have to.
do a
I'm gonna have
sacrifice to
to
your
talk
dad.
to my dad.
You're gonna have to sacrifice. Do a little
You
sacrifice.
don't have to talk to your dad to do a sacrifice. You just need to shoot somebody between the eyes.
Yeah, Wiley's probably gonna go on a hunt once he gets back.
I mean, that's fair. That's totally fair. It's probably for the best. Where can we find you, Taylor?
I'm here every other Friday and every Monday, where we play Curse of Strahd, Symphony of Sorrow, where I play funny skinny sad man. Funny skinny sad man need to do an eat, and
How is that different from this funny skinny sad man?
this one's mean. Wiley bad. Mordecai mean well. No charisma though. Wiley thinks he has charisma, and he doesn't. But Mordecai knows he doesn't have charisma, and he doesn't have it.
Good compare. You should draw a picture where Mordecai and Wiley switch clothes.
Mordecai would beat Wiley in a fight.
Oh wow!
You think so?
You think so?
I don't know. I mean, Wiley's got god
Through
powers on
sheer
his side.
depression alone.
Sheer depression.
I
got purview depression.
Mordecai has the spite of not having a father at all.
At least you have a dad.
At least you have a dad beats the shit out of him. And I just want Mordecai to win.
Yeah. That's totally valid. Thank you so much,
Mordecai's
Taylor.
nice.
And I was Jesse. I am Jesse. I am your storyteller for this game. I played everybody in between and ran the rules of the game. My favorite part was kind of the transition between each part of the heist. So like, Jay, what do you say to Johnny? And what do you say to Kiva? And Kiva, what do you say to Johnny? And Johnny, what do you say to Wiley? And Wiley, what do you say to Johnny? Like in those...
Me and Johnny didn't say.
Johnny didn't say anything. Johnny was like...
He was in the 9th dimension.
I was seizing.
But like, I like those...
the funniest shit I've ever seen.
It's fucking turned into a pickle. I like those little moments because it kind of shows how much you guys are getting comfortable with each other as a band. That you could be like, don't fuck up. Be like, yeah. and be able to have those cool moments where you kind of like passing each other and like, we got this. it was cinematic in my head. I don't know if it was in your head, but I really enjoyed it, and I'm glad that I got to end it the way I ended it because I was thinking about that nonstop, how I wanted that to end the whole like the session with the. That's what I wanted.
Oh, I was like but I.
Yeah, you know. Yeah. I run this game. And I am in any of the other games that are happening here on Jekyll and Hare. So if you want to see anything that happens in Jekyll and Hare, give us a sub, give us a like, a follow, all of those things because, you know, that's what helps us grow. And that's what keeps you informed when we're running and playing. We are going to be running on Onyx Path soon. Where we're going to be playing more Scion, but we're going to be playing the new books, specifically Mask of Mythos, which is Eldritch Horror. Dragons, which is about dragons, and then we're gonna play the Demigod book. We have the Demigod manuscript, and we're gonna run a Demigod game as well. So look out for that because we're gonna be doing a hell of a lot more Immortal Odyssey.
And we'll get combat down by then.
And
promise.
We'll probably get combat down by then. I promise. But that's all I got for you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and release you guys from this fresh hell that is our stream. Everybody say bye-bye, please.